ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Alexa, play Sea Shanty.
Willerman, Sea Shanty by Nathan Evans on Amazon Music.
Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Alexa, play Sea Shanty.
Willerman, Sea Shanty by Nathan Evans on Amazon Music.
I don't think this is a video.
Really? What is it?
I don't know.
That's too cool to be a video.
I think it's one of those, stool logs.
Yeah, stools are cool.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Saturday nights, distant lights, you, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Saturday.
Look, Bobby from BF Live, The Vibe, $20. Thank you. It's always great seeing Perry with his best friend, Bob Levy. I hope God forgives Perry for stealing food from the homeless. Merry Christmas. Hashtag toys for tots.
I'm stealing the owner of the comedy club, the Laugh Factory, Jimmy Masada, has 3 to 4 holiday meals for either the homeless and or people that live in the area that don't have family in the area. Okay?
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not.
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Dear employers, bosses and managers, fuck your icebreakers and team building activities. Stop forcing the employees to bond with each other. They give no fucks about your silly games and your fake workplace family. All they care about is getting through the day and getting home to their real families and their many, many cats. Fuck the team building. If you want to improve the spirit in the office, then pay them more fucking money. That is all.
Loose cunt.
Hugh Janus, I'm on to you.
Buster Cherry, happy birthday. Great to see you here.
Dixie Normus,
But I will say the name, Craven Moorhead.
So, Vandercox, I see you.
Shout to Mike Hunt, happy birthday.
Drew Peacock.
Eating Beaver.
Eileen Ulick, I see you.
Jack Mayhofer, happy
Scoops, Drew Peebles.
Mike Hawkener, happy birthday.
Bill McCrevis, 20.
Oliver Closehoff.
Bill McCracken, happy Dixie Rex. And Hugh Janus tapping at my leaderboard.
Colonel Angus. Sleepy Joe. No, I didn't mean to say that.
Genitalia, happy 1000. You totally got me with that name.
So Fonda Cox, happy birthday to you.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am BF. We are live, and this is The Vibe. The Vibe 261 it is. How's everybody doing today? Pay no attention to the technical difficulties that we had at the beginning of the show, folks. What is it? The gremlins are up in here, and no, Shyt Clyde, I am not a boomer. You son of a bitch, but I'm going to show you what a boomer is later on in the show when we get to some fun stuff. Terry Nee, a matter of fact, our bro, has a Terry Nee knowledge break that's really going to let you know what a boomer is all about there, Shyt Clyde. How's everybody doing today? I see 26 of you in here. Let's go. Let's get Thursday started. Come on, let's applause. Come on, people, let's applause. It is. It's Thursday, March the 6th. I got to get my days right. I can't even read what's in front of me. How's everybody doing today? Thursday, March the 6th, folks. We're almost done with this first week in March. It's Thursday. Let's get into some fun today on The Vibe. I got my bro backstage. I got plenty of news and clips. Like I said, we're going to have a Terry Nee knowledge break that'll really let you know what a boomer is, Shyt Clyde. I do have a modest goal. I'm going to say, hey, maybe I need to raise some funds to get me a better computer up in this piece. I don't know. Well, I'm going to talk about this with Scott because I don't want to leave him backstage talking about this. And I know maybe Bobby Nick's not here, but he might have these difficulties too. But this guy, he's a bro, you know. He's my friend. He's yours. He hasn't been on a show in a day or two, but he's back in a big way. It's the prop master, Scott Fitzpatrick. Uh-oh. I was going to say he needs some milk, but I need a button that says he got some milk. What's going on, Scott? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I'm fully prepared, as you know, to attempt to drink 2 half gallons, which equals 1 gallon of chocolate milk in an hour on this show. If you get the super chat you want or whatever.
All right. Well, Scott's put out a challenge, man. He says if you he'll drink some, and then when he sees those super chats flowing in, you'll encourage him to keep going and finish up 1 gallon. And let's see if we can keep super chatting him and get him into the 2nd gallon, man. You got the chocolate milk, bro. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, but I will say that I'm going to do my best. I'm going to go down puking if I need to.
Ooh.
This is going to be a little harder than I thought, because when you pick both these up, that's pretty heavy, man.
Yeah, and then you're imagining that in your belly, right? Trying to hold that.
Yeah, I often write checks that my ass can't catch on these things.
Yeah, you kind of do, and you said you kind of count on some people to stop you, and I said, well, I don't really know your limits, so you can't always count on me to stop you. But I think I've tried, when you've done some of the, for people that don't know, you have famously put live worms into Bob Levy's blue cheese ass licking hot sauce and did that for super chats on a show, Sports Ads, back in the day.
Right.
So yeah.
Ate some dog food.
He ate some dog and cat food and judged them all and gave them all ratings and stuff. So today, Scott showed up with chocolate milk and said, BF, he says, if the super chats keep flowing in, man, if they keep encouraging me, I'll drink some. And when I see another super chat, I'll just keep on drinking. And let's see if we can get a gallon down doing that today. So that's a little side fun we're going to have. So what you been doing with yourself, buddy?
Not a lot. With my day off, I pretty much just slept and goofed around with the dogs a little bit more. It's hard. It's weird for me to be saying goofing around with dogs.
It's weird to hear it, bro. I can tell that it's happening, man. It's got a turn in life and your kind of situation and all. And you're now you're kind of having the other experience with dogs now.
Yeah.
They're going to be up on your lap in the show for you. No, I think you're going to pet a dog right now or something. Surprised they're not following you around.
I was going to show you, it's too far away, but I was going to show you all the hair I brushed out of my spring. Must be coming because I'm starting to shed my winter coat.
You shedding your winter coat? I thought you might be talking about the dog's winter coat. You're talking about your winter coat.
Yep.
Oh shit! Well, I hope it grows back in for you, buddy. Well, that's awesome. It's great to have you here, and I'm happy to see that you're kind of adjusting to your new surroundings and getting because dogs can be cool. They can be good companions.
Yeah, I mean, I see the attachment humans have with the dogs. I get it. It's just that they never really cared for me because I was always too scared shitless.
And they sensed it. Now my dog, the last couple of days, I put her upstairs today, but yesterday she was famously jingling within an hour or so of the show. So just like people, I mean, they're better than human beings in general, but she really knows my habits, buddy. And whenever I get creak the move or get up and do something, she's ready to react and just go out the door at any kind of body movement of mine. So that can be a little annoying when you're just trying to get her step around the house and all, but I love them.
Yeah, it's interesting the way they can learn your habits and work themselves into them.
And that's what I've noticed, and in a certain way they train you, you go to the kitchen and they know to show up and they go, oh, well, I'm here now. So you're going to give me a treat. And we fall into it. We feel, at least I do. I feel guilty or I feel like I'm eating something. So why don't I give my dog something? And so kind of out of guilt, I'll give her something. And she kind of knows me, knows that about me too. Well, I'm glad you're here, buddy. We got some great fun today that we're going to have. We're going to hang out for 3 hours, as you know. And man, like I told you, I promised you a video submission from Terry Nee, his knowledge break. He's going to tell us what a boomer is, because I've been having some technical difficulties the last couple days, Scott, like I did today. A little false start, like tripping out of the gate with the show and my computer and restarting it and all. And now Shyt Clyde says that I'm a boomer because I can't like download stuff off of emails live during shows. You'll see it in the chat. Shyt Clyde's calling me a boomer, but I'm going to show you what a real boomer is. Okay. During a Terry Nee knowledge break. All right, buddy. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that I see chats building up for the chat family check-in. There's 29 of you in here. It is Thursday. And this is just the beginning of my fun today, folks, and I hope you're fun today because being that it's Thursday, this is my show today. We'll be doing this for 3+ hours. We'll take a little break, and then at 10 p.m. tonight on 100 Proof Podcasting channel with my bro Chris Abels, we're going to hang out tonight. We're going to drink, smoke, laugh, joke. You can eat your edibles, or you can just hang out if you don't imbibe in anything. And just come watch some fun videos. We're going to start off on YouTube, a little combo show, and then after the first half hour, we're going to cut off into a Rumble-only party where we can go and really throw down. We can play some crazier videos. Scott, last week, like Chris was making and Liz were making music references like live in real time during the show on Rumble, and I could play the songs, man. I was throwing them in there.
Yeah, that's what's cool about that channel or that whatever it is. I just got me a Rumble account a couple of days ago, so in hopes that I'll be able to see what.
All right, so you're going to build up that channel?
Well, I mean, just so I can watch you guys.
You can watch stuff, and I'm sure. Like well, matter of fact, I'm broadcasting to my Rumble today. Today, you can watch and or listen to BF Live the Vibe 261 on Thursday, March the 6th, right here today on either my YouTube BF Live the Vibe, on a Rumble channel of the same name, or my Facebook, buddy. So I'm glad you're here with me after being out for a day or so. It's just me and you so far. So let's hang out with the people. There's like 31 of them, 32 now in here. Scott, ready to have some fun, man?
Yep. I've seen some super chats coming for the milk.
Oh, we got milk challenges. Well, I'm not even looking ahead yet. Well, here we go. So every time Scott sees a super chat that acknowledges milk, say drink boy or whatever you want to say, Scott's going to keep drinking, and let's see if we can get him a big old gut pain, and let's see how lactose intolerant he is or isn't. I'm going to go run my element. The glasses are already on, and today is Thursday, and we're going to have some fun, folks. I can already tell and feel it's going to be a good one. Let's get down to it, and let's get into it. This is the opening Chat Family Check-In.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. The party people know. You talk amongst yourselves, you talk with me and Scott, and a vibe is created every day here, Monday through Friday. And we like to do the opening Chat Family Check-In. I see pretty colors in here. I see milk challenges. Oh boy, here we go.
I need an hour. I need an hour to complete this, so try to spread them out a little bit, or we'll build up a whatever. I just need to do it in an hour. All right.
Okay. Well, I think as long as you can keep, I think it's something interesting about every time I read a super chat, you just take a drink and let's see how far we can get you through these gallons, no matter how. Look, you got your fancy wine milk. Yeah. Look at Mr. Fancy Scott over here. He broke out the fine china. Well, let's start, Scott. I will remind everybody, as always, thank you in advance that my PayPal options are pinned at the top of every chat. Pecan checks in most generously. First chatter, and it's a super chat. Wow, that's awesome. Way to start a show. $5, thank you, Pecan. Goonie goo goo begonias, unga bunga, gano, 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 gano. Come on, what do you gano? Pecan, man. Thank you for starting off the festivities with a positive vibe. What do you gano? Pecan, come on.
Genau, 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 genau,
And I'd be remiss if I didn't play this awesome entry that Pecan made for me. I will remind you, Scott, this isn't just any good old entrance of the WWE. I just downloaded this morning. My friend Pecan, look at he put the personal BF Live touches on this ring entrance, this proper introduction for me. Check this out.
Here we go, guys.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland,
weighing in at 228 pounds, B.F. Bobby Fish.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait. He calls himself the standard bearer of this division and plans on proving it in a matter of moments.
How cool was that, Scott? Hey, like all the logos and got me on the Jumbotron. Thank you, P-Cunt, man.
He knows you a little bit. Got the Raven shirt on.
Bro, I'm amazed at. I'm like, it's eerie how much he got that thing to kind of resemble me as close as it does in the face. Thank you, my friend Pecan, for the $5 super chat and your fun content right there. Live Ween checked in also early and said, Rands a goo 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 and harg 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 is all Pear Bear wants inside his boot. The Popgeed police. All right, Scott. Well, I was telling you backstage before the show, because you missed a show or two, my friend, that our friend Chris Popke was inspired by what Live Ween asked in the chat the other day, because Perry shouted "da" the other day when he ate something that had hot food, and somebody said, I was doing a certain song, but our friend Live Ween says, you got to put that to the police, and Popke did it. Listen.
I'm never eating food from that door again!
How you like that, Scott? Oh, I got that clip, buddy. I got that clip. That's cool shit. And I got another one or two. I got a fresh one or two from Popke coming up. Space Nerd checks in and says, Hoya, you Hoyas, miss you. What's up, nerd? She checked in a little early. I think that she lets us know, have a fantastic day, because I really think that we're kind of in a bad time for her, Scott. She really can't be part of the vibe lately with her new schedule.
Right. It's been a while since I've shouted out nerd.
It is. We kind of miss her vibe and her energy in here. Absolutely. And I saw her in Perry Caravella live chat last night. Weather matters, or I say weather doesn't matter, Scott. That was the one last night.
Yeah, I was trying to catch some of it up before the show here tonight.
Yeah, we'll check in a little bit of that, and I have a clip or two we can have some fun with, definitely. Some sound bites and some clips we're going to talk about. We'll do a little Perry talk later on. Thank you for checking in early, Nerd. Nerd got the shout-out love from Peacunt. Terry Nee checks in and says, can't wait for you don't have to make it sound so gay. Hey, man. We're going to see Sasquatches, what Terry Nee is talking about, lest anyone think that we're actually going out on a date. Scott, that's happening this weekend, buddy.
You're going to see him live?
Yes, we're going to see him live, me and Terry Nee. And Terry, I don't know if you know this, buddy, but I was just on the website last night, and the show that we are attending in D.C. is sold out. But let's get a little Sasquatch vibe going on here.
I'm going on tour, y'all. Get tickets now for only $20.
Yeah, when I saw this, Scott, I'm like, when I heard him say I'm going on tour, I bought 2 tickets. I didn't even know. And I said, Terry Nee seemed like he was into it. I said, come on, you want to be my date? Come on, let's go. So we're going to hang out together.
Hello, Frisco.
I don't know if we'll dox Terry Nee, but we're definitely going to hang out and take some pics of the event for you, so you can kind of get a feeling for us kind of hanging out together this Saturday. You don't have to make it sound so gay, Terry Nee. Skull checks in and says, Bones Demon, I'm up all night to get lucky. On the vibe here, folks, in the middle of the day. Pecan says, happy birthday to Terry Nee. Pecan shouts out Skull with the bones up. Skull gives the love to Pecan and 666 Demon. Late, yes, says Skull. Yeah, late and technical difficulty. Hey, you said that at 11:59, so that really doesn't count. Tikal says, my friend Brutal Pain checking in today. Our boy BP. Also hung out in the chat with him on PCL last night. Bones to Brutal Pain from Skull. Pecan gets the shout out love to Brutal Pain and the Tikal. That's right. So don't get too handsy. Like, he's already calling it a date, Scott. I gotta watch Terry with the hands, you know?
Watch him, yeah.
I gotta remind him that he is the male Terry, not the female Terry, okay? Keep it in your pants, Sundance. Brutal Pain gives the bones up to P-Cunt and Skull love. Skull says BF is late and juicy and a juicy man enthusiast. Perry, get on him.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man, don't be coming at me and Perry like that. What's up, man? How you doing? Pecan gets the shout out love from Terry Nee. Brutal Pain says late and Perry. Pecan says, oh shit, we're doing it, and don't. I freshened up my device right before the show, Scott, so don't threaten me with a good time is what I like
have
to
to
say.
step away just for a minute sometime during the show to pick up my delivery of the same.
Okay, I like that. I don't think we have delivery yet, but I'm still looking up for it. Looking for it.
Bring it to me.
Oh, there you go. That counts too. Pecan says, oh shit, we're doing it. We got that one. Testicle Tiger checks in on a Thursday, Scott. Our friend Testicle Tiger. There you go. How you doing, Testicle Tiger? I'm looking for that little sound of yours. Here we go. There it is. Brutal Pain shouts out Testicle Tiger with the bones up. There's Reenie. Don't think I didn't notice you were missing yesterday, Reenie. I said, where's my Reenie already? How you doing, Reenie? Good to see you today. Pecan throws out the BF Chang emojis, and you can too, but only if you remember here on the vibe. Brutal Pain gets the bones up love from Testicle Tiger. Pecan shouts out Testicle Tiger and Reenie with hearts and love. Pecan gets the shout out love from TT. Skull says, good morning, Testicle Tiger. Can't wait for the stump burn and the Kager at 102. Chili cook-off, stump burn, Kager, steal-a-thon, all of it. Skull checking in and says bones to Reenie. The night bots are running all of our friends' bops. Testicle Tiger says, that sounds like a rip-roaring good time, Skull. This is when I was telling everyone of my technical difficulties right here, Scott. Restarting the computer. Oh, boy. At least I didn't feel so bad because you weren't stuck on screen, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that bad. Scott was like, I'm glad I'm not stuck on screen during these problems either. And well, Scott also checked in during the super chat, the check-in, and says, Pecan, Testicle Tiger, Brutal Pain, Nerd, Ween, Tyranny, Skull, and Reenie. He gets them all in there, and we're going to work our way to the colorful chats, the challenges, and Scott is ready to consume milk at high quantities. Testicle difficulties. Brian Kowalczyk checks in on this Thursday. He says Hoya to Skull, Testicle Tiger, Pecan, Brutal Pain, Space Nerd, Live Ween, and Terry Nee. Well, to that I say to you, Brian Kowalczyk, thanks for checking in. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
That's right. And then our next friend checking in is Testicle Tiger, and she's scouting you out. You know what she's saying. She's saying,
Testicle.
Scott, what is up, man? Well, Brian Kowalczyk, I don't know if you jumped in the chat. 1208, you might have been here because Scott has some chocolate milk today. And he says we're going to get to the super chats that are already challenging him to drink some. And every time I read a super chat that challenges Scott to drink some chocolate milk, he must consume it up to 1 gallon. So we're going to see how fast we can get him to consume this gallon of milk. Scott Fitzpatrick, you get the shout out love from Pecan. BK, what's up from Testicle Tiger? Skull says bones to Brian Kowalczyk. Reenie is throwing out love and cigarettes and salutes to everyone. Hoya Brian from Brutal Pain. Brian Kowalczyk, you get the shout out love from Pecan. Weenie, welcome back from Brian Kowalczyk. Bones way up to you, Scott.
Skull.
From Skull. Scott! Testicle Tiger says a 10 out of 10, 5-star kind of day right here, folks. Well, I like hearing that. That's great, man. See? And this is what we do. We create a positive vibe. So thanks for giving us those great vibes, letting us know that. Brutal Pain shouts you out, buddy.
Pain.
Thanks, Brian Kowalczyk from Reenie. Oh, Brian, look, Scott says, I got milk. And I think we're going to get to him, Scott. You told me.
He needs some milk.
And I went by a couple of those colorful chats, so get ready. Skull says, it's always a 10 out of 10, 5-star day when I see you, Testicle Tiger. Ola says, the Twisted Mind and leader of Psych Labs. How you doing, Psych Clyde? Brian Kowalczyk says, Nightbot and I had relations last night. Really? Is that really right?
I am a robot.
Apparently it didn't matter to Brian. A hole is a hole. How you doing, Brian Kowalczyk? Psych Clyde, I told you I'm not a boomer, you son of a bitch. But I'm going to show you. Maybe, you know what? I do have a couple things from Terry. I got more than one. I have 2 videos. So since he's accusing me of being a boomer, Scott, and we're kind of like, we like to have fun all different ways. I'm going to throw a little banner up here. And let's do, in the middle of this, let's do a Terry Nee knowledge break in the middle of the opening chat family check-in. I'm going to show you what a boomer really is. Thank you, Terry Nee. This is a little Terry Nee knowledge break in chat knowledge break. As soon as I find the video. Here we go. It's right here. This one's simply called Boomers. See, this is what boomers are, Shyt Clyde. This is definitely an age where you just don't give a fuck anymore, Scott, right? Look, don't give them alcohol. See, Scott, see, Clyde, this ain't me. Now I'm worried about going out with Terry Nee this weekend. This fool gonna be doing this at the show, Scott. Look at it. Look, where did homeboy even learn this move? Where did he learn to wipe the crack? Look at homeboy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Suka now. Suka now. Oh, this is always the end though, Scott. That's always the end of this. That's always how it ends. Oh. And now withers away. Oh, such a damn, Scott. That'll go turning up freak. Fucking funny. So that's what a boomer is. The boomer does not strike again. Hola, Shyt from Rini. Ding dong, Mrs. Shyt Clyde checks in and says, Hoya and happy Thursday, everybody. Shyt, my man from Brian Kowalczyk. Scott the cat, the dog whisperer. Now, yes, you're becoming the new dog whisperer.
Yep.
How about who knew that, Terry Nee? What we knew of our boy Scott and never wanting to mess with dogs. Now he's the whisperer. Pecan is having fun with the Shyt Clyde emojis, and you can too if you remember here on the Vibe. Rini gets the shout out love from Shyt Clyde. Ding Dong says, good morning to Testicle Tiger. BK, my man from Shyt Clyde. Hoya P from Ding Dong. Buenos dias, Shyt and Ding Dong from Skull. That means good day. Good day. Pecan gets the shout out love from Shyt Clyde. Ding Dong does from Pecan. With a Hoya. Ding Dong says Shyt Clyde, Skull, and Hoya. Stacey Allen checks in and says, that clip triggered my Alexa. It's playing some crazy song. Well, there you go. That's what we like around here. Stacey Allen having fun here. So let's go.
Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
Skull gets the shout out love from Shyt Clyde. Testicle Tiger says, that's an Alexa I can get behind. LOL to Stacy from Shyt Clyde. Hey, Stacy from Ding Dong. Ding, good morning, friend from Testicle Tiger. Stacey Allen Hoya from Pecan. Rini says hello and smiling at Stacey Allen. Brian Kowalczyk says, Ding Dong, Mrs. Shyt Clyde. And Stacey Allen, good afternoon, ladies. Hello there, Brian Kowalczyk from Stacey Allen. Brutal Pain says, Tikal, Dawn, and Clyde. Good morning to Brian from Ding Dong. Brutal Pain gets the love from Shyt Clyde. Brutal Pain Hoya from Ding Dong. Based, says Testicle Tiger. Brian Kowalczyk says, can someone set me straight? Is the PCL stuff a work, or is everyone just messing with a highly autistic mess of a man that tends to rake in money, which most, I'm assuming, Tom grabs? Well, Brian Kowalczyk, I'll let you know the last part. Perry has total control over his Google account. The money is made. Anything that comes through super chats strictly is directed right to his Google account, and he gets that paid out monthly in AdSense. I know that some of the Patreon money, they do split. They do special things to split amongst the crew. So it's not really Tom. I've never really detected Tom as being that guy, Scott, being in it for the money, right?
No, I've heard him say several times that they don't really.
No,
I think Perry gets the lion's share.
He does. And now as far as the whole get you straight with the stuff, it's a work. I really don't think it's a work if you really watch the show over a period of time. It's just his crazy personality, bro. It's like his mind just leaves him. He's very rarely like in the moment, bro. And yeah, the way he thinks that these women are into him, Scott, it's hilarious, man.
Yeah, and he's been doing this for so long. You can watch him for doing this for so long that I've heard Bob Levy say that he's the greatest actor in history. If it was,
yeah, good point. I'm glad you said that, because I would have said it if you didn't. That's exactly right, Brian. If he was acting, he would be considered among the best actors all time, pulling this shit off. It's amazing. So it's a little bit of both. And, I think he was already kind of that dude. He always talks about he got into his car accident and that kind of messed him up and all. And just, he did crack with the Bubble Boy's dad, right? He did crack with him. He's had a life, boy. That Richard Heaney guy, he said. All right, we're starting to get to the colors. Just Bart checks in and says, oh boy, here we go. I always told him to let me know, Scott. Checking in. Got admitted again yesterday morning to the hospital again. Well, Bart, I'm not going to hit the applause on that, buddy, other than to just say that I'm happy that you're with us enough to text, man. Sorry to hear that you're back in the hospital again. He's in and out, Scott.
Bummer.
He's in and out.
Bart.
Well, at least he's keeping up to my rule because I told him, Bart, you must let us know your location, and this is exactly why. Bart, all best wishes from this whole chat family for good health, man. I hope they can figure out what keeps causing you have to go back so often, my friend.
The mind can heal you. Think positive.
Yeah, it helps a little bit. Every little bit helps. You're right, Scott. Pecan checks in with another super chat and says, "Tick-tow." You gonna tempt me to smoke a little bit. The Nightbot's running all of our friends. Just Bart, you getting the love from Pecan. Feel that, says Jerry Lahane. Oh shit, Jerry Lahane, says Reenie. Pecan, hi from Jerry Lahane. Testicle Tiger says, Tom doesn't make any money. It all goes into savings to set Perry up for when he can't stream anymore. If you think it's fake, then Perry is there we go. I basically, I said the same thing with a few more words, I think is what I did. Yeah. Thank you, And Testicle, you probably know, or maybe, I don't know if you do know Brian Kowalczyk, but Testicle Tiger is like the head mod over there on PCL. So she really has like kind of the inside track on kind of the thoughts in the back of the operation. Granny's checking in today, buddy.
Granny.
He says, he shouts out to Brian Kowalczyk, and he says, so for years, I thought the same thing, and it's not a work, or Perry would be the greatest actor of all time. I have watched and got confirmation from multiple sources that it's 100. See, I'm glad that everybody's in here backing us up, Scott, because it is a thing. It's hard to figure out when you first watch it.
Yeah.
Bart says he's still standing, but he's laid up for a couple days. Wife was prepared for me to go with everything packed for me. Oh, shit. There you go. She got the bug out bag, I guess, at this point, huh? You guys have been going so often. Jerry Lahane gives a shout out love from Pecan. Reenie says, wishing you the best for your health, Just Bart. Tits McGee, the governor of the state of anxiety, another co-name. Hoya to the chat family. After more than 20 hours, it appears the highway my mister is stuck on is opening. 20 hours, Scott. She told us that he was stuck on a highway, driving his truck.
Man, I can't imagine. I've never really been stuck in a big traffic jam, but 20 hours, I can't even imagine that.
Definitely living life in the North, the great white North. Kulu-koo-koo-koo-koo-koo. I thought the same thing until I met him, Granny. Everybody's talking about Perry and are backing us up. What's up, Granny? Just Bart thanks everybody for the well wishes. Granny also says to Brian, yes, he gets messed with, and Tom manages his money, but he doesn't make a lot. Yeah, that's right. We kind of gave you all the breakdowns. Tits McGee, Hoyer from Pecan. Psych, I'm a boomer and a late bloomer. There you go, Jerry. I think Jerry was in that one video that Terry made right there, Scott. I think he might have been in it.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, what does he know, says Jerry Lahane. Oh, no. Tom doesn't manage his money. His cousin Mark handles it. Exactly. There you go. She's giving even more details about his cousin Mark. We've heard this. Aku's checking in on a midday. Hey, what's up, man? Shit weather up here, eh? Roads are all ice, slid about 50 meters and missed my turn. Boy, Aku, this guy lives an adventurous life, man. He's always like painting something or building something or hurting himself or getting into some kind of stuff, Scott. Our boy Aku.
Nice.
What's up? Jerry says, I would never be able to do that in an hour. Ooh, to drink the chocolate milk. Here comes the challenged ones.
Oh, here they come. Yeah.
Aku gets the shout out love from Pecan. There you go. There you go. Granny's explaining all that. Popkey's here, Scott. I already played you his first clip, but now that he's here, I definitely wanted him to be here when I present some of this other cool stuff I have. It says they use off-colored milk tainted with blood and pus to make chocolate milk. The more you know. Well, there you go. Don't try to mess him up with the super chat challenge, Popkey. Plus, I don't think Scott cares anyway, based on some of the stuff I've seen him consume. All right. So Popkey's here, bro, and let's go through them because I got a couple of these great Perry clips. This is what I love about spontaneous chat family. Live Ween says somebody's got to put Perry's dog to the police. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong one. Son of a bitch. Here we go. I hit it again. How many times did I hit the wrong one?
I'm never eating food from that door again! Fuck you!
That was the first one he made because Live Ween said somebody's got to do that. But from the start, Scott, I was doing the da, da, da. That's what hit me first before Live Ween said something. And then after that, I get this one in my mailbox. Da, da. It's got me in it. Da, da. Da, da, da.
Very simple. You push one part.
Da, da, and Bob.
It's like a cake kind of thing.
Da, da, da.
You fucking murdering motherfucker! I'm never eating fucking food from that
that looks good.
That's a cool one, ain't it? But then Popke didn't stop there. More inspiration was being thrown around in the chat yesterday, Scott. And this is Thursday, and this is a vibe, and we like Perry. And so we got a new one from Popke. Ooh. Angel of Death, Perry. There you go. Ooh, not how you like those, buddy.
I like the death metal Perry myself.
There you go. See, something always popping off fun here on the vibe. You miss a day or two, and there you go. That's funny. Perry gets scammed on a dime. He can't control his own money, and he wouldn't have any, hence how he lost his disability. That's right. He gets scammed. He's really susceptible to anybody that says, you got to send me your information right now, or the earth is going to come to an end. Like Perry he'll just send that shit out to anybody, apparently, Scott.
Yeah, or any female that he thinks is a female.
Brian, see, a lot of people they thank Granny for explaining. He says he feels bad for Perry, and I see some people have that too, like he's being abused and all. But you know, Brian, when you really watch the collection of shows, all he really does is he sits in a chair. A lot of stuff gets delivered to him, a lot of food, excess food that he might not want to eat or whatever, and gets challenged for. And we just do stupid challenges with him. He just sits there and makes a lot of money. But some of the challenges are worse than others, Scott. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, what would he, if he didn't have this, what would he be? I think he's better off to have this.
Oh, yeah, because if not, he ain't gonna no good digging a ditch, or he doesn't work well with others.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to hold a regular job.
No. Jared Hayden says, Scott gives the dogs rabies? What? What the what? I don't know about that. Scott's asking the internet to not enable his bad ideas. This will end well.
I made the mistake of, watching some milk challenge videos before this, and every one of them was barfing.
Well, I don't. Oh, really? Well, I think I showed you the other day. Showed you the clips when Perry did the milk. Finally, drank the silk almond milk challenge, right?
Yep. That's kind of what sparked this.
So this is kind of, I think, Scott's response to that. I think he was a little threatened by Perry. He's like, man, Perry really stepped up in a big way, and he finally satisfied RFL's challenge and drank a gallon. So Scott's like, I got to be like Perry. Perry would be lost without Tom. He does a lot for Perry. And that's another thing, Brian Kowalczyk, is that being his producer is a full-time job, because basically Tom B is Perry's caretaker, except for when it comes down to maybe, like you said, Mark or whatever, his family signing off on legal shit. Like Tom is the dude.
Get that middle of the night cuss outs and stuff that he calls him with.
He does. And Perry was complaining last night saying, and my fucking phone calls better not go on fucking on Patreon and better stay private and all this shit. He was complaining about Tom posting his calls on Patreon. Those calls that you were talking about right there. All right. Testicle Tiger says, right, I guess the resident Perry expert here does. Oh, let me say, we got you. Didn't we get you? I may have misunderstood that. We got you. I think we get straighten it all out. Testicle Tiger, let us know. Reenie checks in and says, good luck, Scott. Hope you don't get the squirts. That's a milk challenge, Scott.
Okay.
So let's
crack the seal.
All right, let's crack the seal. Let's take a nice, big, generous drink for a generous $2 super chat from Reenie and let the milk drinking challenge begin. So this will all depend on how fast we can. I'll read through these. Start reading through these. There you go. I'll start reading through these, and then our boy Scott is going. And this, like I said, this chocolate milk is heavier.
He needs some milk.
There you go. That's a nice hearty glass. All right, everybody, let's give him some encouragement. He's going to drink this one down. There we go. And I've definitely seen Scott do worse things, so I'm not even sweating this one. Oh, chug. Ooh, it's filling, isn't it?
I try to nurse it a little bit.
Chug. Yeah, you got to get that first coat going in there for it, so it can all slide down after that. Chug, chug, chug. There you go. Halfway gone already. All right, this is Scott trying to be like Perry. Thank you, Reenie, for getting off the milk challenge. The chocolate milk challenge started with your $2 super chat. Hope it doesn't give you the squirts there, Scott. That's interesting. Because Perry, I know that people drink almond milk because it doesn't have lactose in that part of it, but I don't know if he had any after effects. Oh. And the first glass is down, folks. All right, I'm going to get through these chats. Let's see how fast I can get to the next super chats and how fast we can make him drink the next one. Granny says, Testicle Tiger, no one can take that from you. Bows to the Perry Queen. Just a Guest checks in. He says he's 17, but I say you're number 1. How you doing, Just a Guest? You joined in the first glass of the chocolate milk challenge. Testicle Tiger says, nah, I ain't talking to you, Granny. You good, fam. LOL. I think we got it all. Sorry, Scott. No sorry about it. Here we go. Now we're getting to him, folks. Here we go. We're doing it. He needs some milk. He's got some milk. I don't know if he's going to be. Scott, now, are you, I never talked about if you're lactose intolerant or if you even acknowledge that with your body or not.
I don't know.
Don't know. Like,
He needs some milk.
he says, I don't know. Sometimes I eat and drink stuff. Sometimes it makes me poop.
Fart a lot. It makes me fart a lot.
No, I think a lot of things make you fart a lot the way you put in your mic up all the time. Go, Scott. Drink, chug, 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 chug. Thank you, Brian Kowalczyk, for the chocolate number 2 in the Chocolate Milk Super Chat Challenge. Big Boss says, Boomer Tech. How dare you, Big Boss? What's up, Big Boss? I am not a boomer. I'm Gen X, you son of a bitch. How you doing, Big Boss, on this Thursday as we join Scott drinking glass number 2 in the Chocolate Milk Challenge. He has a gallon of chocolate milk, folks, and he's going to drink it as fast as I can read these Super Chats. Boomer Tech checking in. I'm going to let him finish that one. Oh, man, a boomer, says Jerry Lane. Boomer Tech. I'm trying to pace him out. There's glass. Oh, just about. You got a little bit in there. Got a little now. I'm going to be fair. Oh, okay, he's got to. Hell yeah, glass number 2 down. Show us that first half gallon, Scott. How far are you into the first half gallon?
A little more than halfway, I think.
Whoa, so every 2 gallons, it's 2 glasses for a half. So you're about looking at 8 glasses you got to drink, approximately. Yeah. Approximately. All right, folks.
Slow us down a little bit, though.
It was number 2. Well, here comes number 3. JFK Headchunk checks in with number 3.
Too fast.
Too fast? You said you wanted to do it in an hour. I mean, we can. It says sippy, sippy, milkman. Let's get this challenge started. Thank you, JFK Headchunk. What's up, man? All right, man. Well, you can kind of sip. I'll read a couple super chat. A couple other chats, and let's see if we make our way. Go ahead and sip that one. Maybe they'll give you a little break in between. Oh, man, a boomer, says Jerry Lahane. J.A. checks in with your brain on drugs. What's up, man? Smokes up. Smoke them if you got them, says J.A. Bobby Nick's not here yet, but maybe he'll join us later. Jerry Lahane says, please like, share, subscribe to your Boomer Rage. Little Boomer Rage. Scott's enjoying some milk over here. Just a guess. Shouts out. And JFK Headchunk gets shout out by Pecan. Let's get ready to rumble. Boomer is a slippery slope, says just a guess. LJ Low checks in and says, good evening, no matter what time of the day it is. How you doing, LJ Low? Hey, man, I imagine you're going to be joining us tonight on 100 Proof Podcasting for Replayables, because I normally see you on Thursdays and Saturdays. So we're doing that at 10 o'clock tonight. What's up, LJ Low? Hey, Pecan, as Scott finishes up glass number 3 of the Chocolate Milk Challenge, Super Chat Challenge, Big Boss and J.A., you get the shout-out love from Pecan. Scott going to there for Replayables tonight. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know. Hey, Pecan from J.A., Hoya Pecan from Big Boss. Looks like you're okay now, Scott. I'm not seeing too many colors unless it changes in a second. LJ Lowe gets the shout out love from Pecan. Oh, you're almost done the first gallon, the first half gallon, folks. Who wants to see? If you want to see Scott finish this one and crack open the next one, let me get down some more super chats if they're here. Chris Popke gets the shout out love from Pecan. Oh, I see one. I do see one. I will let you know. I'll stall a little bit and give Scott a little bit of time by letting you know that the Nightbot is running the 100 Proof Podcasting link for Rumble right there. That's where we're going to be tonight after the first half hour. So I can play music and we can play some little spicier videos, if you will, not worry so much. Submit your milk challenge. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted, apparently. Stacey Allen checks in and says, chocolate milk is yummy. Thank you.
Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song. He's got a puke.
Thank you, Stacey Allen, for the $2 to continue. He's trying to get them burps past that milk. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here comes another glass. Filling up again. Here we go. Another glass filling up. Oh, first half gallon is down, folks.
Half gallon. This is going. I want to nurse this in a little bit, though.
Okay. Well, we got a space, but we got some space between. So go ahead and nurse that. While I let you know that LJ Lowe says, "What's up, Pecan? What's up, dude?" JFK Headchunk shouts out Pecan. Hey, PC. Jerry Lahane says he needs some milk. He gonna need some toilet paper and maybe a barf bag or something. Now he
needs some milk.
Scott showed up. He must have woke up with this challenge on his brain today. Maybe inspired by Barry, and he's got the bark. He did. Oh, I didn't even get to say it. He says, BF, like, I can barf on air. And I'm like, Scott, I'm not looking for you to barf on air, my friend. You can do whatever you need to do. I said, but if it happens, it might happen.
It might happen. It very well might happen.
There you go. So
He's got a puke!
So this is part of the challenge. So you can sip that one because I do. Oh, I'm going to let you know. Turkey Threads link is right there for Levyverse merch, folks. But you do like some milk in the morning, but not this much normally. Skoll checks in with his 3-month membership chat. Thank you, Skoll, brother. It says month 3. I've been asking for Bobby Nick to show those Francophone fun bags for 90-plus days. I will see those generous jugs one day, men holding hands. And the Stream Elements bot lets me know that my friend Skoll continues to be a supporter of the vibe. Thank you, Skoll. We're kind of doing a combo chat family check-in chocolate milk challenge. I didn't know that Scott was going to show up with this milk. Scott really wants that Cambodian breast milks. Breast milk, you make my day.
My shoulder's starting to hurt.
Your shoulder from holding the glass up? You starting to get calcium in your joints or something like that? That's right, Cambodian. Everybody knows from the Dave Chappelle show that Cambodians is the best breast milk. How you doing, Just a Guess? Testicle Tiger checks in with one. Uh-oh.
He needs some milk.
All right, well, he's going to finish this one.
Slow down, guys.
Slow down, guys. Let me see how many. Oh, I do. Let me see how many colors I got. Let's see. Where was that one? Milk. There. I'm seeing lots of colors after that one, Scott. I just hit all the ones that have a star on them. I'm like, oh shit. Well, you go. All right. Well, this is one of those days you wait.
Idea.
Be careful what you ask for, Scott, because you got it. I'm damn, you son of a bitch.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea. Well, this is why you can see why Rev Fug Lee was having so much fun teasing Perry with it, with the almond milk challenge. He's like, Perry, you got to drink this almond milk. Let me see. Do I have that in my thing? Maybe I can buy you some time by playing Perry doing it. Where did I? Let me go to, I'll go over here. I'll go to Twitter X. That's going to be a while finding that. Wow, we do have some. Scott really wants that Cambodian breast milk. We left off at Testicle Tiger with the breast milks right there, but I was totally shocked how he just nonchalantly did it last week because they've been trying to get him to do it. You know, Red Fug Lee's been going at it for months, trying to get him to do that, and he finally did it. Let me see if I can find the.
What time did I start this?
Ooh, I don't know. I have to. Let's see. It's 12:59 now. We're almost done with the first hour of the vibe. We were a little late, so I'm going to say approximately 20 after, probably 20 after or so. By the time I got the show running and we got in the chat, 25 after the hour. I'm thinking, Scott. It's probably. Let me see. Trying to find a clip of. I don't know if he has a clip out there about that, but yeah, he did it. Oh boy, Scott's reeling already, guys. What's the wait? And the first half gallon is down, folks. How about this? What I'll do, Scott, I'm gonna give you a little. Maybe I can give you a little break. I'll read around some of the super chats. Or you okay? Or should I keep going?
I finished 1/2 gallon.
That's amazing that you finished a half gallon. And that's probably within a
half gallon left.
Okay.
And I just got my delivery. And if you don't mind, I need to use the bathroom and work up a little thirst.
All right. And if you throw up off screen, it's fine with me. All right, go off screen, Scott. I'll get through. What I'll do. There I'll start. I'll get through the chat family check-in, and I'll get you when you come back. I'll put you backstage, buddy. All right. All right. Scott Fitzpatrick. Oh my God, folks. What a bro. All right. He might have bit off more than he could chew, but he will keep his word, folks. I'm going to read past these super chats, and when he comes back, I'll read them all in a row, and then when Scott kind of resets, he's going to drink that other half, and I imagine he'll still be within an hour. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Psych says the Baltimore Boomer. Thank you, buddy. Since that didn't really apply to the milk challenge, I'm going to kind of just keep that one as it is. Okay, Boomer, says Big Boss. You suck. God damn it. Let me see. The night bot is running, all of our friends' bots. More like a wet 146 pounds. Really? You talking about my intro, bro? 146? Really? You don't really mean that. Come on, you all this.
Here we go, guys. The
Making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds.
You heard it, 228, you son of a bitch. Look, Clyde, you son of a bitch. I'm an old man over here, goddammit. All right, let's see. Let's continue on here. Scott's backstage. He's not on camera. I'll bring him back as soon as he's prepared to come back. Trigger checks in this afternoon on a Thursday and says, he says can watch, but I'm thinking he meant can watch. Can't watch chat, but stream playing in the background. Hey, BF in the chat. Thank you, Trigger My. How you doing, my Trigger My? How you doing there on a Thursday, man? I hope you'll come hang out on Replayables tonight on 100 Proof Podcasting. BF should walk out to Hoya song. Most definitely. That would be funny. Can you imagine that would kind of look like I was gay coming out there, Big Buff. Can I get a Hoya? That wouldn't look very macho.
Hello, Frisco.
If BF turns heel, I will be very disappointed. I'll try to stay on the baby face. Good one, Jerry Lahane says. 228, damn BF. That's about I'm just 190. I don't know. Last time I haven't even weighed myself in a while. It's like 180 something, 190 something last time. Press A says just a guess. Trigger My gets the shout out love from Peacunt. LOL to Brutal Pain from the Big Boss. Hey, Peacunt from Trigger checking in. Peacunt says, great work there. Jerry Lahane says to Peacunt about those intros. Good afternoon to everybody from my regional neighbor, FJM. Oh boy, we're kind of really in the middle of opening the show and a chocolate milk challenge, and I'll give you an update. Scott is still backstage, but he covered up his camera, so even I can't see if he is.
He's got up here.
I wouldn't know, folks. Hey, Jim from JA checking in. FJM gets the shout out love from Peacunt. Hey, Nerd from Brutal Pain. Nerd in the fam says Jerry Lahane. Squat, squat, squatch. Bigfoot. Like I said, Tactical Tiger, we'll have some picks, and I don't know if I can get away with a little clip of a little sound bite. I'll try to give you the flavor of. I'm going to go see that guy, that Sasquatch, the actual Sasquatch, this Saturday. Good afternoon to you, FJM. My sister Kathy checks in and says, that's neat. Go, Peacunt. Nice to see you, Scott. Well, Scott is currently off the screen due to his chocolate. He's in the middle of a chocolate milk challenge. Hands above the waist on this day, Terry. Yeah, it's not a date. Two men can hang out, and it's not a date. Men holding hands, says Just a Guess. He reaffirms our heterosexuality. White flag still up, says FJM. Granny says, I see his ass in my town. Didn't even know it was him. Did you see his ass in your town? I think he might be from your area there, Granny. Hands above your waist on that date, again. We're up all night to get vibey. We're up all night to get vibey. Kathy Linder, Hoya and Takao from Peacunt. Hello, Space Nerd from Kathy Linder. Psych Clyde says, how cute, a boomer dare. What? Psych, all coming at me with the boomer shit all of a sudden. Boomer date, damn it. That's right. Greetings, everyone, from the Reverend Wild Bill, checking in from the ATL. Hoya Wild Bill from Ding Dong. Bones to the Reverend Wild Bill from Skull. The Nightbot's running 100 Proof Podcasting. Terry Nee is getting a little too crazy, talking about it being a date. And now he's throwing out the come and the pickle emoji. I'm starting to get scared and concerned. Good morning, Kathy from Ding Dong. Wild Bill gets a shout out love from Psych Clyde. Rini says, now we know Terry Nee has good taste in BF. Well, there you go. Right, at least if you're going to be gay. Yeah. I mean, come on, I ain't so bad, am I? Let's see. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Ding Dong, Mrs. Psych and Skull Hoya. Jerry Lahane says, Scott better get a 5-gallon paint bucket. You saw that big black trash can that he's got. He's ready. Peacunt laughing at Terry Nee. FJM says, it's the boss's wife's birthday today. All right. Well, happy birthday to the Mrs. FJM. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
See, present not needed. You show her that, and you are good, FJM. So that'd be a great present. The Nightbot's running my link tree. Psych Clyde gets the Hoya from Reverend Wild Bill. I had to sleep yesterday, BF. Insomnia. I guess that's a good excuse. You know, some people say that, what was it? Who said that they checked in, they were having surgery recently? I told them that was a good excuse. Insomnia. I guess that. Let me check with the judges. Are surgery and insomnia acceptable reasons for not watching the Vibe? The judges say it's okay. It's all right, Rini. Thank you very much. Peacunt gets the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from Peacunt. Testicle Tiger says, don't forget the pool party. Motherfucking pool party. Testicle Tiger, how could I forget motherfucking pool party? Let's do that. Let's have a little shit. Let's have a little fun. Because I like this song, and it's Friday. Let's set a vibe. We already got some good Perry stuff here from my boy Popke. Those of you didn't hear it lately. Ooh. And then out to motherfucking pool party.
Yeah. 1992, motherfucking pool party.
Oh, yeah.
77 deuce deuce, motherfucking pool party. Oh, yeah. Rosita, California.
We haven't even gotten to the news yet, folks, and it's after 1 o'clock.
We're coming to your house. There's a pool party happening. No one will be left out. Now, June 26th is the day the party's planned. No ladies are permitted. Every guest will be a man. There'll be 15 dudes sleeping on your living room floor, on the ground in your kitchen. 15 more. Randy Callahan is coming. The party's gonna rock. He'll join you in the pool and he'll whip out his.
Oh, yeah. Motherfucking pool party.
Oh, yeah. Marlboro cigarettes? Motherfucking pool party. There'll be 40 dudes swimming in your pool all at once, eating sandwiches, smoking cigarettes,
and blunts.
Everyone is littering and everyone is high. Perry will be doing cocaine all night. Once Perry gets high, Randy gets the second place. Little lover squirrel, Randy punches Perry in the face. Cops get called, Perry goes to the slammer. Credenza undefended, we destroy it with a hammer.
Oh, yeah. Motherfucking pool party. How could I forget the pool party? Testicle Tiger, I love that one. That is fun, man. Let's keep on having fun here today. We're just getting started in here. Psych and ding dong, you get the woot woot from my sister Kathy, and Kathy gets the love right back from Psych Clyde. Scott, he's not back, and his screen is still covered. His camera is still covered backstage. So, Scott! Kathy Linder says, we have curb service. Do we, Kathy? I haven't looked it up yet. I've looked it up, but I thought we didn't have it. Crush Fest, 102, 627, apartment 102.
Shut the fuck up.
You're going to leave, and it's going down. Reverend Wild Bill says, Testicle Tiger, Hoya. Hey, Rev from Testicle Tiger. Hoya from Testicle Tiger. The Reverend Wild Bill shouts out Kathy with the Hoya. Hello, Testicle Tiger and Wild Bill from my sister Kathy. Hey, Big Sis from Testicle Tiger. Jerry Lahane says, we drill oil holes for stump burns back in the 60s and 70s. Boomer pre-environmentalist. The Reverend Wild Bill says, so Scott is on the hard stuff today. Chocolate milk. Be careful, Scott. Skull shouts out Bones to Kathy Linder, my sister. I'm going to skip over the super chats until Scott gets back and let you know that Don checked in and says, what's up, boys? Oh, yeah, we're going to have the G-Mill sitting here, the Grandma Mills up in this piece, Popkey. Grandma backing that thing up. Yeah, the boomers. I'm up to the boomer comments. I really got to catch up. That would have been my mom. God rest her soul, LOL. That was a Terry Nee knowledge break. Alaska Airlines fired a twerker stewardess. I think I did hear that. I did remember going past that line. Getting jiggy with it, says Rini. BF Live and Scott from Mandy Diff. I love old people, says Don. FJM is laughing. That was not a happy ending. Somebody getting their hip broken tonight. We're just catching up to the comments about the Terry Nee knowledge break. Hoya to Mandy Diff. Rini Hoya from Wild Bill. Don Hoya from Bill. Reverend Peacunt and Dawn Psych Clyde from Mandy Diff. Jerry Lahane Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hey, Bill from Jerry Lahane. Don shouts out Testicle Tiger. Stacy, Mandy, Psych, Bill, Skull. Hello there, Reverend Wild Bill from Rini. My sister Kathy says you can call in, order, and pull up, and they will bring it, Mandy Diff. Weenie, happy birthday to Terry Nee. Skull gets the shout out love and the smoke from Mandy Diff. And Brutal from Don. Mandy Diff shouts out Kathy and laughing. Bones, Mandy Diff from our friend Skull. Electric Head Gino checks in and says, he knows it. Tom B is pretty much, that's a 24/7 job. Somebody asked me, Johnny Russo asked me, BF, would you ever want to do Tom's job? And I said no, because that's like being a caretaker. That is a 24/7 job. Don gets the shout out love from Psych Clyde. I'm catching up. The Testicle Tiger says the only money Tom gets is half of the Patreon. The YouTube memberships get split between Perry, Jim, and Garen, and she would know she is the authority in the chat. There you go. Tactical Tiger clears up everything. Skull says, if it's a work, Perry is the greatest actor of all time. Scott got any music for us today? We'll have to check him back if he ever comes back. Tactical Tiger says, Perry gets the rest of the money. Perry gets the rest, LOL. Richard Heaney. Is that what did I say? Did I say another wrong last name? Did I say Richard Christie or something like that? I could have when I'm thinking fast. Bart gets the shout out love and best wishes for Don for good health. Testicle Tiger says, okay, probably shouldn't be getting high this high. How did it work out yesterday, Testicle Tiger? Because you're trying to do that whole thing where you're just the right level of high before you go to work. And we all kind of know that struggle. Fake car accident, real crack binge with Heaney, fake snowboarder, and a real scammer. Never say that, says Testicle Tiger, says Don. Drink some milk for the super chat. Granny Hay from the Red Wild Bill. Perry is British. It will straighten out. Stay strong, Bart. Testicle Tiger says, I literally typed out the same thing twice, Don. I got to go to work in 2 hours. You're high as shit. Bones up from Matt. The Midday Freaks. He coined it. He's here. We're doing it. We're going to power our way down to the end of the chats, and then I'm going to go back for the super chats, and let's check on Scott. Hello, Granny from Kathy Lynn, my sister. Bones up to Matt from Skull. Matt666 from Sight Clyde. Bones up to Matt from Brutal Pain. Testicle Tiger got some strong coffee. Get some strong coffee. You'll be fine to offset that little buzz you got going there. Skull says bones to Granny too. Matt says hello to the prop master. Sector 7 is secure, and it's Scotty 2 Milks. Ooh, he's trying to be Scotty 2 Chocolate Milks. Sight Clyde gets a 666 emoji from Matt. Matt shouts out, Skull to Bones Up. And Bones Up. Don says, the more you gonna, the more you gonna. Let me find the more you gonna. Here we go. There's that. The more you gonna. I can verify that the vibe is worldwide today because my friend Dang Lizard checks in. How you doing there, Dang Lizard, on a Thursday, buddy? We're ready to have some fun, man. This is just my first show today. I'm going to be doing replayables tonight, but how you doing, Dang Lizard? If you're joining late, I'm going to bring Scott back in at the end of this chat. He had a chocolate milk challenge that he drank 1/2 gallon already. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with his member for 8 months, and he says, I'm loving it. Bones to Dang Lizard. The Stream Elements bot lets me know that Wild Bill continues to be a sponsor. The Russians say doi doi doi. That's awesome, says Terry Nee. What do you mean? You think this is awesome? Or you think, says Don that said that. I'm reading too many ahead. This one? Perry of Death! Yeah. Brutal Pain says, I felt bad for Perry until I met him and got to see how the crew has to handle that baby gorilla behind the scenes. That's real milk, though, Scott. You will puke. Oh, shit. Stormy said delivery out, but she already brought it in. I'm giving him some time to... Let me get through these so I can get his stomach to settle a little bit. Testicle Tiger gets the bones up love from Matt. Electric Head Zeno says, I think most of us are protective of Perry. We care about him. And we are. Much like we are here, we're chat family over there. And a lot of it is just hanging out with these cool-ass people. It isn't even so much about taking shots at Perry, although when we hear something good, we'll go in on Perry. But a lot of it is just hanging out in the chat and just commenting about what's going on with cool people like Electric Head Gino. Brutal Pain gets a shout-out, booms up love from Matt. Almond milk is not milk. I agree with that. And I say, where's the milk, almond milk titty at? Matt gets the shout out love, the bones up from Testicle Tiger. Mandy, how did your boat break, hull or engine? Testicle Tiger says, no, that wasn't directed to any of you. Ha, wine glass, says Mandy Diff. Wine glass, chocolate milk. What is this challenge? He must, every time he gets a super chat done, you know it, he's drinking. I'm like a half hour behind, 25 minutes behind on these super chats. So I think, let me say, I want to acknowledge Rini, who checked in with her 1 month member chat and says we're doing it. And then Brian checked in with his 6 month and said we're having it. All right, I want to acknowledge those. And wait a minute, I got to go back now because I got a lot of starred ones and people came for our boy Scott. So I'll let you know he's backstage and I'm going to have to stick to, I'm never going to get through the chat family check-in today because you guys are awesome. But I'm going to bring Scott back in because he is on camera. So let's get a Scott status report. Let me call him. Let's everybody call him. Scott, let me know how you're doing. Scott, come back in.
Scott!
Oh shit, here he is. What's up, Scott? How you doing?
This is a terrible idea.
What's the milk status report?
It's a terrible idea.
Terrible idea. So you got a half.
This will be my last day of drinking milk. I don't ever want to drink milk again.
Oh my God. Well, Scott, I got a lot of starred chats you got to get to, buddy. So I don't know how you feel about finishing this challenge.
Well, during my break, I want to tell you right now, I'm going to do my best to get through this, and I'll go down swinging.
And then you're going to leave.
I'm not sure if I'm going to make it.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
While I was outside, I was kind of getting the shakes, and I thought about putting my fingers down my throat, but then I was afraid if I puke, I won't be able to drink it. So I did what Popeye the Sailor Man would do when he eats his spinach, and I had made a little my spinach.
Did you? Your spinach. Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes that'll get the gurgle right. What'd you get today? But since we can slow down and talk about what you got today, buddy.
It's called hash burger.
Hash burger. Damn it. All right. What kind of THC level are we talking?
I can't see, man.
I can't even read. Well, let's see what everybody's saying. Let me go backwards in the chat. I'm at the bottom of it. So let's see. Everybody, welcome you back. I'm never going to get through all your guys' chats today, but I will get through your super chats. Anti-nausea medication, says Don. Brutal Pain says, you're not going to need to put your fingers down your throat soon. Scott sounds shaky, says Terry Nee.
I got the shakes, man.
FJM says that you are done. MSIP is laughing. Scott, my sister Kathy, we're big fan advocates. She says, turn your fan on high and lay in front of it and take a nap. That's what she says.
So I unbuttoned my pants and
ooh.
And I won't be able to drink the rest of this as fast as that one, man. I'm gonna have to slow it down just a little.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know why I said I had no idea they would be coming that fast, Scott.
Yeah, I didn't either, man. I didn't expect
I didn't, but I should have known with this chat family, like somebody said in here. Big Boss says, saw this coming. Cole says, if you're going to spew into this, spew into that. What's up, Tiffany? Let's see, Don's laughing. You're going to have to do
man.
He's sweating already. Oh my God. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. How about this? Let's be fair about this, and I'll kind of mix them in because I do have all the super chats, and even though this is a fun challenge, I don't want to see you kind of leave right away. So I do have this one.
And I don't know.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Well, how about this? I know that I want to show the other people that we do other stuff here and have fun on the vibe. So let me put a star on one. There's a lot of them. Let me see. Sorry, Scott. Get that trash can ready. I think I left off at milk, right?
I got the trash can between my legs, and I'll try to keep my camera shot for you vomit lovers.
All right. Wow. Starred. Here we go. I can't even. I'm trying to make sense of this. These super chats, Scott. I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets theirs read.
See, whenever I have a single gallon of chocolate milk, and I thought, I can drink it pretty fast throughout the day. I actually feel guilty how fast I can drink it.
Same.
But when it comes to drinking it in an hour, that's what it's all about. It's too much weight.
So, Scott, I like chocolate milk, too, ever since I was a kid. And I would always make it myself with the Hershey's syrup and mix it in, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the same as you, bro. Like, if I would drink it, I would pound it and get a stomach ache. And finally, I picked up one where I would just keep the spoon in the cup that I had to stir the chocolate. And I would, drink it with a spoon when I was going too fast. Because I would drink it so fast, too, that my stomach would hurt. All right. Wow. Let me see. We got this. Chocolate milk yummy. We looked at those earlier.
I
thought there was one that said milk from Brutal. I'm like, I can't even keep up with these super chats. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Scott a chance. What's that, buddy?
I'm not going to make it through it.
Oh, no. Did we finally reach it? I know Scott always takes a lot of pride in coming through with these challenges.
I'll make it worth it.
All right, he's going to go down swinging. Well, how about I do this? Let's continue this kind of segment as I go over to my news desk, because I know I got stories that we can get into. Definitely. Let me click on some of them now.
Just starting to water in my mouth.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to lose him early. So I don't know if we should power through and just let you puke or what.
I'll power through, man. Let's do it.
Oh,
He's got a puke!
So you want me to do the news and then I'll mix in a super chat or two?
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
All right, well, let's do that. I'm going to give Scott a little pause, let his stomach recover a little bit, because I think he, at one of the rare times I've ever seen my friend write a check that his body couldn't cash. So let's do this. I'm going to go over to my news desk, and I'm going to read a few news stories for you while we keep checking our eye on Scott. And let's do the Vibe Not So Serious News. All right, I'm way over here, far away where Scott cannot puke on me. Once he starts projectile vomiting, I'm going to do a few news stories while we watch Scott agonize over this. And Scott, I know, sometimes when you do a show, I think you get the sense, especially now doing some with you, and we did the chicken challenge. I mean, we did the worm and all that, and the hot sauce challenge. And I know I'm like, we're kind of living in history as it's happening. It's gonna be painful now. But this is something we are going to talk to for, have a feeling for a good while to come after this.
Oh, you just pumped me up, man.
Good, man. Let's go. I'm glad I did, because I know that's what this is. This is like, we are having one of those moments, Scott. I cannot even keep up with the chat, bro. The chat is on freaking fire. I'm over here at my news desk. I would love to try to keep up with it, but it would be just a chat show. So let's do this. Let's do a couple stories for Scott, and let's do some other news or not so serious news.
Whew.
Scott, I think I told you, we talked a couple months ago that our boy Justin Timberlake, Mr. Popstar, got caught DUI, right?
Right.
A couple months ago. Well, apparently, and this is always seems to be the case, Scott. He got caught by a rookie cop that gave no fucks. I think that's the worst kind of cop you could ever get caught doing anything with, Scott, is a rookie, right?
Yeah.
because they just got out of the academy, all the rules and regulations are fresh in their head, and they're eager to get started with the job. So the Long Island cop that Michael Arkinson, who arrested Justin Timberlake in the Hamptons, was awarded Officer of the Year. He gave this boy come out being a rookie, gave no fucks. He's like, I'm arresting stars and everything. The Long Island cop who arrested pop superstar Justin Timberlake for drunk driving in the Hamptons was awarded for making an immediate impact during his first year on the job. Sag Harbor Police Village Officer Michael Arkinson, 24, was named the department's Officer of the Year during a ceremony held at the end of January. Although Officer Arkinson was a newly hired last year, he has made immediate impact within the department and his community, Scott. So this boy became a rookie and just got out there saying, he's like, I don't care who you are, you Justin Timberlake or what, I'm arresting your ass. So you always got to worry about them rookie cops, Scott. That's what I find.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law, God rest his soul, he's no longer with us. He always told me that, he always said that the rent-a-cops were always far worse, that you had to worry about them more than actual cops, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
And he told me why.
Why's that?
He said a lot of them were probably disgruntled police that went to the academy and never quite made it, or always had that hankering to be a cop, but just never had quite all the ability. And he goes, and you give them that plastic badge, and that's all they want to do is act like a real cop, Scott. And that's a valuable lesson.
Yeah, around where I live, it's kind of a small towns, and then you drive a little bit, and you get to the big towns. But it's the small town cops here, and I have some friends that are retired cops, even, and they told me each little town will have one or two guys that just never seem to leave. They're always cops in town. They're the asshole ones, but then the younger guys, they're always just changing. And they told me it's the ones that's usually in your small towns making smaller money, or they're either, man, I can hardly talk.
No, I don't want to make you talk more. I didn't realize I was going to get a whole conversation now, but go ahead and finish it.
The small town, buying time. The small time cops are kind of, if they don't try to go on and better themselves, that they're kind of stuck there at that job.
Yep.
And there's a reason for that.
Yeah, big fish in a small pond, right? Because the next city or next municipality or next police division never hired them. And so, they kind of want to be the big dog, like I said, big fish in a small pond. So he always told me about that, because we would tell him stories about how the security guy at the shopping center we would loiter at, bro, he would go down and he would pull all the doors. And so being assholes, we would walk behind him, and when he was done, and we would pull all the same doors behind him. We were acting like we were, and he was like, don't fuck with them cops with those plastic badges, Bobby. He's like, sometimes they wanted a little more than the regular police. Let's see. Granny says, y'all have a good one. Hang on to hope. What's up, buddy? Thanks, Granny. Let's see. Is that subway tile? Is that subway tile? Says Don. I thought the same thing, Don. Let's see. He's checking it. Let's just say he's checking in from an undisclosed location in the house where he can get privacy. Say that, okay? Well, with good sound quality. See you later, Granny. You guys, I can. What's up, bud?
I said, no, I'm not sitting on a toilet. I said,
You're not pulling a Jen? You're not pulling a Jen? All right. Well, let's do something. Let's do some of these stories, Scott, because you've been a freaking trooper. So that first one was about, and so that's what taking it full circle. You got to watch them rookie cops because, the veteran cops, they're like, they've seen everything and they just kind of let shit go. The minor shit go by. They don't feel like getting up for, right?
Yeah, some people, you got to develop people skills, and some people don't really.
Some people just don't. They just want to be, they're the boss, and that's how it goes. All right. Well, speaking of the police, there's plenty. I'm a big supporter of police. My brother-in-law, Mac, no, he's no longer with us, unfortunately. I'm having a pattern of saying that. He was a police officer. So, bright pink poodle flees from New Jersey police and swims in the Passaic River. Let's read how this happened. Police and firefighters in New Jersey came to the rescue of a pink runaway poodle who jumped into the Passaic River and made her way to an island. The Garfield Police Department said the poodle, named Molly, was seen running loose in the area of the River Drive and Lanza Avenue around 4:15 on Monday, about 5 hours after the canine's owners had reported her missing. Police said that Molly was easily identifiable by her fur, which had been dyed pink. So that makes it a little easier, Scott, when you're looking for something like running or in the loose late at night. You see something pink, that's a good part. Officers engaged Molly in an hour-long chase through the area that ended when the dog jumped into the Passaic River and started swimming towards Clifton, New Jersey. Molly ended up making a stop on a small island about halfway across the river and appeared to give up on swimming the rest of the way. Clifton firefighter Ladder Company 3 used a rescue boat to reach the island from Clifton and brought Molly back to the Garfield side of the river. Molly, who police said was cold but unharmed, was safely returned to her family. So there you go. There's a little picture of Molly in her cage. Despite all my rage, she's still a Molly in a cage. Little fun story in the Vibe Not So Serious News, the other news. As we continue on while I stall, trying to find some stomach space for my boy Scott over here. Let's see. I love Molly, says Don. Oh, and not that Molly. The dog named Molly, not the drug. Boss says, Big Boss says, the Garfield Police Department, they serve lasagna something. Hey, I thought the same thing about Garfield the cat, and it had to do with a dog. That's my Chipperson dope for the day. Garfield Police Department. What are they serving, lasagna something? My big brother was 6 foot, 275 pounds. He could drink a gallon of milk in 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Rest in peace, Big Bro, says FJM. Big Boss says, wait. All right, let's continue on. Yes, 28 seconds. Well, we're not, you were going for an hour. We were going for super chats, but now we're just going to take it as we can get it. Scott, I've done various stories about police coming up with creative ways to catch criminals. Kind of lure them in and stuff.
Right.
And they're dressing up in costumes and stuff. That's what they're doing over in Sao Paulo. In Sao Paulo, cops in Sao Paulo disguise themselves as superheroes to catch criminales during Carnival. So, what's it, Sao Paulo, Brazil? It says police officers, I'll read the story to you a little bit. It just says that they dress up as superheroes to patrol the Carnival festivities taking place on the streets of Brazil's largest city. And so when they're out there doing this, Scott, they're police in costumes, and when no criminals are out there, they'll just apprehend them.
Okay, yeah.
So it's kind of a way of catching them with their guard down.
Right.
Police are looking for these non-confrontational. So look, they're like dressing up as what? Power Rangers and shit. Power Rangers. Oh, they tackling mofos, like acting like real superheroes.
They probably get a lot of resistant arrests doing that, though, not because then, identifying themselves as cops.
Yeah, you don't believe it right away, right?
Yeah.
Go Power Rangers, says Widow Killer. Go Power Rangers, si, senor.
Is that Luigi?
Donde Esta Power Ranger? I don't know that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I did. It's like Mario and Luigi. They got all of them, bro. Yeah. Oh, they turned the sound off for that. Must have been some music playing in the background. There was a. Oh, they like stuffing them in the back of SUVs and everything. It's a Mario time. It's a Mario.
All them phones.
Yeah, how about that? Let's see. It's
It's me, Mario.
There you go. It had everybody. So yeah, it's kind of it's a Mario time. Sorry, got distracted. That's okay. We're having fun here on the Vibe. We just talked about that it was Mardi Gras. I've never been to Mardi Gras. I've never been to New Orleans, Scott.
I've not either. I've seen all the little clips on TV and all the beads and stuff. But
all the beads, right? And that's why I understand that the whole celebration. But you can imagine that it's quite messy after a party like that, right?
Yeah, I've heard the streets smell of vomit.
That's a very good point. That's something that this story covers that I really hadn't fully considered. But this talks about how New Orleans cleans up the waves of trash left behind after Mardi Gras or Mardi Gras. But look at all these are all like those plastic containers, Scott, that they get from the bars. They get those like drink bombs in and all.
Yeah.
So look at all. Let's see about.
I remember watching cops, and the cops would be kind of patrolling. They patrol them on horses and stuff.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff. So yeah, look, this is just the piles and piles of trash. But they have a whole system, Scott. And right, you made a very good point that I didn't consider, buddy, is that they get puked on and they get pissed on all weekend. So even after I was reading the article and the guy said, even after cleaning up all the trash, there's still a hella smell down there, which I didn't even imagine. But look, here's piles of the trash. And then I'll show you later on. There's the truck with the sprayer on it, buddy. And yeah, they spray it clean. Like, and I never thought about that. The sanitation worker says, yeah, even though it looks all clean and pretty when they're done their whole cleanup regimen, it still smells like puke and like it says vomit and piss and everything else that might happen. That happens in Philly every day. Grow up, New Orleans. Really? Do you scrub them this good? I imagine they have to here because they get pretty regular traffic there, Scott. Let me see if I got a couple more pictures of it. But yeah, it says fresh lemons on it. They got fresh lemon scent. So yeah, you got to clean up the puke and the barf smell. There's kind of the trash, but yep, it was. So now it's Lent. But so there you go for practicing Catholics and Christians. Mardi Gras over. It was a mess, and now it's Lent.
Well, BF, do I owe somebody a glass of milk here?
Oh, are you ready? Well, let's go to our next one. I think that I want to say that there was one that said milk. I thought Testicle Tiger put in here that I couldn't find. We got that ready.
Go ahead and break the seal and pour one.
And loving it. We're doing it. We're having it. Did I read all those? Let's see. Something happened with my super chats. So go on. Just I get to this point. Just keep drinking until it's done. Let me see. This chat like went off the rails today. They call all the liquid that accumulates in the French Quarter streets at night street gravy. That sounds appropriate and gross. Wow. All right, Scott's ready to down another glass. Thanks for everybody.
It's not that I was in a hurry to get to another one. It's just that I was trying to space it out just a little bit so I don't crush them all in at the end.
Okay, well there you go. All right, well,
shaky, it feels like.
Got they got the sugar jitters or something there, Scott?
I guess. I'm going to start sipping here.
I'm trying to find all the starred ones. I got some of them are starred, some of them are not. So I'm scanning through my chats. We're doing it. We're having it. I swore I saw one. The Testicle Tiger said milk, M-E-L-K.
Yeah, I think I owe a few more.
You do, and I got some more, but I didn't want to. I'm trying to leave off where I left off when we did your thing. Here we go. I'm getting to some of them now. There it goes. Milk. Did we do milk? We got milk. Thank you, Testicle Tiger, for that too. I'm going way back. I already laughed and acknowledged this one, you son of a bitch, Sight Clyde, not true. Thank you for the $2 for the Baltimore boomer, the alleged boomer. And then Skull checks in with the one right after Testicle Tiger says, milk is poisoning to my body. Well, then you just have to, whoop, there we go, unnecessary echo. Give it, Scott. Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right, so there's some early ones that I want to make sure that we acknowledge and catch up on. And then I'll let you know after that. Brutal Pain kicked it. He caught in with the... All right, so just drink what you got and just know that you can... And then know there's a couple few, and then you can do your next glass at your leisure as I continue on with another story on the Vibe, Not So Serious News, buddy. What do you get when you mix... Let's see, it says scientists genetically engineer mice with thick hair that's like the extinct woolly mammal. So you want to see some woolly mammal mice? That's my next story in the Not So Serious News, bro. They do everything with mice. So they wanted to... Bro, so look at these little mouse, these little mices. They have like a little woolly mammoth hair. The shit that they do in labs. Let's see about what they did. It says extinction is still forever, but scientists at the biotech company Colossal Biosciences are trying what they say is the next best thing to restoring ancient beasts. Genetically engineering living mammals with qualities to resemble extinct species like the woolly mammoth, Scott. I don't know, this is getting awfully Jurassic Parky over here, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make you talk now. He's like, what? You got another milk down. You're so elegant. He's, oh boy, the talking is rough. I won't make you talk too much. But yeah, it says that woolly mammoths roamed the frozen tundra of Europe, Asia, and North America until they went extinct around 4,000 years ago. Colossal made a splash in 2021 when it unveiled an ambitious plan to revive the woolly mammoth and later the dodo bird, which is not a good thing. Since then, the company has focused on identifying key traits. Oh, he's gonna puke. I think I can hear the noises that I'm trying to read. I can see it.
He's gonna puke.
Oh boy. But yeah, you're in pain. Brutal pain, it sounds like. Maintain. The company, they focused on trying to get all these things. Now I'm having a hard time concentrating with the news. But there you go. They put scientists are messing with nature, making mice grow the hair of woolly mammoths. What if they keep fucking around and then all of a sudden we get like giant size woolly mammoth size meese people?
Yeah.
That ain't good. That's not good. It sounds painful hearing Scott talk. Holy shit! All right,
man.
All right. Well, we are making our way to the end of the news, and we're going to do a piss break. So there's a little relief coming, Scott. And I do need to take a piss break, but not after I give you a bikini report. I guess we're talking about milk today, but we're also going to talk a little bit about water, because for many years we grew up with fluoride in our water, and there's been a lot of controversy in science that have occurred since the notion of putting fluoride in the water was thought to be a good idea. But now some states are acting out on their own and removing fluoride from the water. Finally, the tide is churning, quite literally. For more, let's go to the bikini report that tells you what state is taking fluoride out of their water.
Utah may become the first state to ban putting fluoride in public water systems. And I do mean ban. The bill wouldn't even allow cities or municipalities to choose whether or not to fluoridate their water. Fluoride helps prevent cavities by replacing minerals that are lost in day-to-day use and strengthens teeth. It was first added to the public water supply of Grand Rapids, Michigan in 1945, where studies found that cavities in people born after then dropped over 60%. Now, about 2/3 of Americans drink fluoridated water. It does come with some risk, though. Too much fluoride, as in double the recommended limit, may pose a neurological risk in children. But the Utah lawmakers behind the ban are primarily citing the costs as their rationale, and it doesn't ban fluoride entirely. In fact, the bill also allows pharmacists to prescribe fluoride pills, essentially meaning that people could pay for their own fluoridation. So what do you think about this? Should public water systems be fluoridated for people's benefit, or is putting the onus on the individual the better way? Tell us in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report. So there you go, Scott. I mean, you know, we grew up thinking, we were told that it was in your toothpaste, and we were told that fluoride was one of the better things you could do. But like a lot of things we learn over time, that might not be the case.
Yeah, I've always thought, I mean, it was a little concerning, I thought, that for them to force it on us. But I think it is kind of good for, if you know how British people got that stereotype of, with their teeth?
Yes.
And they don't have fluoride in their water.
Yeah, okay, so you make a fair point about that, buddy, and we all grew up on it. But once again, I always go back to what my grandmother, anything in moderation, but not too much. And yeah, maybe we shouldn't be having it on the daily. Maybe there is good aspects to having it, but maybe some people can't tolerate it. I don't know. There's been a lot of talk over the years.
I just don't like it being forced on me. I like to choose whether I want some fluoride or not.
Terry Nee agrees with you, buddy. He says, I'd
Right,
take the
there we
risk
go.
because I don't want British teeth. You don't want those summer teeth. Summer here, or maybe Austin Powers teeth. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Very good, baby. That's right. Fluoridation mandrake. Fluoridation mandrake. All right, folks. Well, I will tell you that at the end of the news today, just because of timing, Shyt Clyde has so much in his arsenal of stuff to share, and he's going through it like kind of chronologically. And we're at a point now where they really weren't to a Bob Levy kind of miserable news history moment. We were going to play some Mad Libs, but I'm going to let you know that it's 1:42 where I'm coming to you from the East Coast of the United States. We're kind of adjusting on the fly for our boy Scott with the chocolate milk challenge. Because I didn't know we were going to have a chocolate milk challenge today, but my boy, the prop master, always shows up feeling like compelled, like he has to do a little more than everybody else. I saw Rini say at some point, maybe you want to super chat this, that at this point, she says, I would super chat him. I'd pay him to stop drinking. So maybe here's what we should do. I'm going to wrap up the news and let's take a little pause for the calls. I'll tell you about the piss break and maybe give you an idea of what we're going to do after this. Let's wrap up. We had a hell of an opening chat family check-in. We're in the middle of a chocolate milk challenge. I'm going to wrap up the news and go back over to my regular studio setting. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to do for the rest of the day. That was the Vibe Not So Serious News. As I always say, you have to show up on the Vibe.
He's gotta puke!
Because it's 3 hours of a live show, folks, and even I never know what's going to happen. I did not know when this day come that Scott would be on my screen, potentially trying to hold back puke as we make our way to the piss break. So I don't know if I should do a poop break, a puke. He's holding it in. A puke break or a piss break, but this is the Vibe, folks. You got to show up 3 hours every day, Monday through Friday. This is the Vibe 261. Get ice, Scott, says Rini. Yeah, you're getting fan blown on you. Maybe get some Scott. Well, here's the time. This is what we're going to do, folks. It's 1:43 on the East Coast where I'm at on the United States. We normally stay around here till 3 o'clock or so. We're past the halfway point. We had so much fun. We're not even done. Come back after this 2.5 minute piss break for number one to see if Scott makes it back, and then to see what we can get into. We can do the National Day calendar check. We can do psych labs. I got a whole sheet of stuff we can get to. But will we get to it? Let's see. Oh, Don wants to see your eyes before we go away. Let's see his eyes. So let's see his eyes real quick. There's an eye check for our boy Scott Fitzpatrick. He looks high. I've never seen anybody high on chocolate milk, folks. But this is what we're going to do. We are going to take this piss break right now. It lasts 2.5 minutes. In this time, you can do whatever you need to. You can go puke if you're like Scott, or you can go to the bathroom. You can grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a friend, and tell them that the chocolate milk challenge is on in full force. And that no one has more crazy fun than we do in the middle of the day right here on the Vibe, folks. Back in 2.5 minutes on the other side of this piss break for basically more fun. Let's see if Scott comes back, and basically a whole nother show right after this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. Don't go nowhere. Grab a friend and tell him about Scott might throw up for the chocolate milk challenge.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Oh, shit, y'all. What's up? I'm back. I'll have you know that all I see backstage is an empty chair. I think Scott made his way outside, and I don't know if he's in the middle of things. If he's going, Terry Nee thinks that Scott's going out to regurgitate the dog some milk.
He's got a puke!
He might be. Go Scott. Squeeze one out, says Don. Milk drunk, says Brutal Pain. Scott, give us a fart. Ooh. I don't know if he would trust a fart right now. You don't trust a big butt and a smile and a chocolate milk fart. Fluoride can be in your well water depending on where you live. And there you go. That's a more you know from Terry Nee. So you say it just exists naturally? So it can exist naturally. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Scott's not back, folks. We're on the other side of the piss break. This is BF Live, The Vibe 261. You guys, this chat is insane today. You people are insane today. Oh, especially insane. You're kind of normally insane, but man, you guys are off the chain today. So many generous super chats. I'll definitely be sending Scott a piece of this one, Bo, for going through the challenge, man. My goodness. Give us a fart, Scott. I don't know if he would trust a fart right now. It's getting warm and frothy in his intestines. That's what you can imagine. Scott, take your shades off. He did. We got that. Put the rest of the ice on, at least watered down or something. Ice that head or something. There you go. Or this might be one of those ones where I would just fill my tub, my laundry sink up and just stick my head in some cold water or something. His farts are going to be iffy the next few days. Well, let's check with him now. I think if you give me the thumbs up, I'll bring you back in whenever you tell me so. I got a thumbs up backstage, so that means he's clean and mean, and he's back. Let's see how he made out. It's Scott. He's back. Uh-oh. He's doing that. You're doing that like post-puke wipe mouth.
Just getting watery, man. Just getting watery.
Oh, okay.
Fighting it off. I want a little more spinach. That should help. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it through this.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe you continue it tomorrow. Maybe you come back and drink the other half gallon tomorrow.
I mean, I'll keep going. I don't want to be a loser.
Wow. Well, don't do any. Like I said, if you feel you can check out, don't let peer pressure or anything get to you. You know, people understand. You can always drink it tomorrow or something.
I don't want to be a loser, man.
Well, Don is shouting you out with Scott. Matt says, Prop Master is a trooper. You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too.
I'll fill up another glass on that one there.
You fire chocolate milk, but I'll run you through. Gonna be some brown snot incoming. Wow, says Brutal Pain. Much respect for Scott from Brutal Pain. And this is from a guy who sits on replayables and drinks like 17 to 21 shots of whiskey there, Scott. So you're getting mad respect. FJM says, don't be a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter, says FJM. Testicle Tiger says, Scott, we ain't going to be mad. It's literally impossible not to get sick. Ugh. Oh, shit. Do it, says Don.
I don't see myself. I think this has broke me in my milk drinking. I can't see myself drinking milk ever again after that.
Oh, my God. And once again, I'll let everybody know. Now Scott, because you're nice enough to come on the show when you can, buddy, but how did you put this together? Was it the Perry thing? Because you just showed up and you're like, BF, I got 2 gallons of chocolate milk. I didn't put you up to this.
Well, because Richard Christie's my favorite. off of
Oh.
Howard Stern. I've always kind of, so all these little stunts. He's kind of a stunt type guy, on
Yes.
the old days. And so I guess that's where I kind of pick it up from because he's always been my favorite. And
My
anytime I could
favorite.
think of a thing to do, like shave my eyebrows or
That he's your inspiration, huh?
yeah. And what
Well,
was the
that's cool.
question?
That's cool. What was the question? How the hell did you come up with this? Okay. Well, I'm glad I got something for you, and I got something for Popke and Don. I'm glad you guys are here because you brought up Richard. And yes, Richard Christie, for those that don't know, he was one of the guys, he was hired for Win John's job. He's a writer on the Howard Stern show. He's the red-haired guy. Hey, this is my favorite. Everything's his favorite.
Yeah.
And then they had enough money. They hired Sal Governale. So Richard and Sal. But Richard, Popke, are you here? Because he made a famous prank call. You said you like what Richard Christie does, right?
Right.
Well, yesterday I did a story about a Dorito, a flaming hot Dorito looking like Charizard, a Pokemon character. And every time I make a Pokemon reference, there you go. A real homage to Richard would be to drink that milk through your ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He drank the milk. He said he could taste beer in his ass, and he was identifying. He was like literally he was boofing beer on the show and tasting beer. So that's your next level, Scott.
Right.
That's right. It's Rusty.
A rumble, maybe.
The Cheeto Czard. Well, this has been making Popke remember a very famous phone call when your boy Richard Christie, he made a Pokemon prank call, Scott.
Yeah.
Let me make sure you're picking up the audio of this. Here it comes, Popke. I found it. So here's a little something that you can laugh at. You got the audio?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
My name's Rusty. I'm playing Pokemon Go in your neighborhood right now. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Well, listen to this.
Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirtle.
Did you hear that? Squirtle is actually in your living room, and I just want to make sure you don't mind if I come in your house and grab him.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do mind.
I ain't never heard
I don't know if you realize, though, Squirtle's one of the cutest and most important characters that I could grab.
I don't care.
Holy moly, did you hear that? Jigglypuff is out in your garage. Do you mind if I go back there?
I'd probably shoot you if you wanted to.
So there you go. So this is exactly what I was bringing up to Popke the other day, Scott, is that I remember the launch of that game Pokemon Go, and I had like random kids showing up in the middle of my street in the middle of the night
Yeah.
because you walk out in real time and you look for these things in the game, right?
Right. Yeah, I remember it.
So this is what the prank call is about. Like Richard Christie is like one of these crazy Pokemon kids, and he's saying, "Hey, we got a Pokemon Charizard in your yard. Is it okay if I come in and over again to somebody that really doesn't know about it?"
Right.
Yeah, but I need to grab Jigglypuff. Is it unlocked?
No, it's not.
Do you know how important of a character that is
Yes.
in Pokemon
Yes.
Go?
Yes. Lose my fucking number, okay?
Well, I'm not being difficult here. I just want to go in your garage and grab Jigglypuff.
Yes, you are. You're not accepting no. You've asked me numerous times. I said no in every way I know how, and you're not accepting it. Now you're breaking my ball. So now if you step on the property, I'll have you arrested. And if you open the garage, I'll shoot you.
Wow, did you hear that? Charizard just showed up in your backyard. Now, you don't mind if I go back there and just grab him, do you?
Do you understand, Rusty? I will have you arrested.
Well, you're not going to do anything with him. Why can't I go in and grab him?
Rusty, I'll have the police waiting for you in about 30 seconds, okay?
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that? Pikachu's in your front yard now. Can I just go and grab him?
Leave me alone. Stay off my property. I'll have you arrested. Please don't be Rusty.
I think we got disconnected.
No, I hung up on you. You don't even take that for an answer?
Well, I would, but listen to this. Clefairy's in your dining room. You mind if I head on in there?
Rusty, fuck you.
And that says good. There you go.
Never heard that before.
That's a good one. You know what? It was a deeper cut that I really didn't. It wasn't at the top of mine. But my friend Popke, every time he was in here, he would remember. He said that Pokemon of the call that Richard Christie did was one of his favorites. So I'm glad I could find that for you guys. Let's see. Chinese Confusion is one of the greatest crank calls when they have one Chinese place on each phone and they do the same order. Hang on a second. I'll have her tell you the order. Wonton, you want one? Yeah, I want one. No, you want wonton. No, I want wonton. Yeah, funny shit, man. A classic, says J.A. Are you okay, Scott? Asked Mandy Diff. She's laughing.
Struggling.
Also, Sal's COVID pizza crank calls legendary. Was that I like the one where give me a large pie with everything. All right, take off the pepperoni. No pepperonis, no. And he goes, so you want a large regular cheese pie. And we want to go fuck yourself. he starts out by ordering a large pie with everything and goes, no, take that off. Take that off. Take that off. Take that off until you got a regular cheese pie. That's the kind of crazy, fun, silly shit that we grew up with and listening to every day on the Howard Stern show. What do I got here? Why don't we can do a little check-in on the little Perry. It's 1:57 here on the East Coast of the United States. How much more? You can do it, says Mandy Div. Is that the last glass?
No, I didn't mean to say it that way. I'm going to finish off the last of this glass.
Last of that glass. Okay. And then hold up the jug. Oh, look at that. Below the halfway point, Mandy Div. So you're not, if you're feeling gay, let's see. Why don't we check a little Perry talk? Because there was a little weather matters last night. And I think there's a couple things. And I got another clip of two favorite people that I like. I was telling you how I like William Montgomery. So we'll play a little bit of that. And I see some clips, some that other people shared. I see what you're talking about, Testicle Tiger, and what Garrett was talking about a clip going viral of the whole Perry Tony incident. So why don't we go over there and just check out some things and some funny clips and everything. And then we'll catch up a little. Let's do a little afternoon. Let's do a little Perry talk.
Perry talk. Perry talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk.
That's right. It was Wednesday. It was Weather Matters. Or as I like to say, weather doesn't matter. Oh, another one down. Another one bites the dust. Scott has another glass down. As we continue on here with the vibe, a little Perry talk. Scott, I think you're going to do it, buddy. I don't know if you're going to puke too, but you're going to do it. So yeah, last night was Weather Matters, buddy. And he always gets this suit, right? He always wears the shitty suit.
Yeah.
And he can't. I say button it up because he's had that thing for years. There's no way he can button it. I want to see him sit there one time and do an entire show with that suit button, that horrible suit. But he looks like a Blues Brothers reject. He thinks he's a weather guy. So there it is. Look, there ain't no way you're going to tell me those lapels are ever going to meet. Oh, and Scott, he started the show with a revelation yesterday. He said that he went out and drank. He didn't drink milk, but he went out and drank with some friends, and I think he might have overdid it a little bit. Let's check in and see what Perry says about it.
Forgive me, but I'm a bit hungover right now.
Oh, hang on. Let me go play it again. I'm trying to turn the volume up. Let me get the volume up and I'll start it over again. He's hungover. Listen why.
Forgive me, but I'm a bit hungover right now from last night. Like I said, I went out with some friends and had a few drinks, and I don't do that on a normal, regular basis. And you're saying what? Perry's not a drinker. He doesn't drink alcohol. Well, last night I did. Okay, last night like I said, I had a few hundred drinks or so. I don't even remember how many drinks I had. It was a lot, and I was tipsy. Woo! And all of a sudden, I look at my receipt, and it's like 4,444 beers. I'm like, what? I had a little bit of an argument with my waitress, and then I had a little bit of a discussion with her. I said, look, I love you. You love me. Shh, just shorten it to like 3 or 4, please.
Bro.
So she did. And so again, ladies and gentlemen, do not drink and drive. Have a driver help take you home. Walk it off. Forgive me.
There you go. So, bro, it ain't bad enough. It ain't bad enough. He's a pillhead. He admitted to drinking and driving on his stream, Scott. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the part I heard before the show started here. That's why I caught up on it. I didn't get a chance. I was wanting to rewind it and see if I heard that right.
Yeah. Perry, tell us why you were drinking and driving. Give us a good excuse.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you need to give us a good excuse why you're drinking and driving. Also, first of all, Popke lets us know that Perry Talk, time for tomorrow's song inspiration. Request from the chat, please. Popke is taking requests. And if we come up with something real good, he could make you something like this.
I'm never eating food from that door. I'm never drinking chocolate milk again. Fuck you.
do you think about me, Perry?
BF likes to block people as much as I like giving handies, and the devil's 666.
Nobody likes anything that much. Or you could get this song on a pop key. Da, da. Da, da. Da, da, da.
Very simple. You push one part.
Da, da, da.
It's like a cake kind of thing.
Da, da, da.
You fucking murdering motherfucker! I'm never eating fucking food from that door again! You cocksucker!
Well, that looks good.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Or you could knock on door, just say, Perry, it's the angel of death. Dippy Dippy. Also, Crackhead Bob and the Blue Iris crank call trying to order a I want the Don Dunkema. I like the one that he does by himself. Don Dunkema. Oh, come on, dude. You're ducking. Oh, dude. You're ducking me. You're ducking. Oh, Don Dupe. Now I'm mixing them all up. Wonton soup. He's pouring another glass, folks. Don Dupe. Dicky Diamane. Dicky Diamane. Don Dupe. And then cab call when he goes, I want to go to Monconkama. He's got another one.
Looks like I got this glass and maybe a half another one to go.
I'll tell you what, this is the most elegant puking I will ever see. If we ever see, you got your fancy chocolate milk glass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he admitted to drinking as a kid. Perry looking good. Fuck yeah, Perry, says Don. Widow Killer says, which I think explains the car accident. How about that? What the fuck, man? Like, he just totally admitted on his stream that he drank drive. Oh, cheers, everybody, says our friend Scott Fitzpatrick. Cheers. He's putting it up there. Yeah, but he doesn't need some.
Wait a minute, just a minute.
Okay, he's just putting it up there for letting you know.
Yeah, I'm putting it up there so no one thinks something.
The Monday Jungle Love prank call was the best, but it's too spicy for this program. Was Artie's favorite, the Jungle Brother Love or Jungle Love. Could you imagine Perry on Replayables? Not even. Who dressed Perry? Don. He does that himself, bro. Like he like put this together and he thinks that this is what a weatherman, like a professional weather dude looks like. And I love now that they're including the Al Roker stuff. Perry dressed himself. He wears a suit 2 sizes too small, but jacket sizes 2 sizes too big. And fuck that pocket square, he said. Let me show it up again. Here. Here's a fuck that pocket square. Look how fancy that is. And he scammed the waitress. Yeah, that prostitute. He paid his money back. So yes, you heard that. Not only did he drink and drive, but he told the waitress, "Hey, could you say that I only drank like less beer so I can pay less?" So he paid for less beers, drank more. How much for Scott to hurl chunks?
I don't think I'm gonna get this glass down, man.
Uh-oh. We're gonna see if this Don, it's free, says Big Boss, and Don is laughing at that because he thinks he knows it's true. Mr. Crow says, just hop on and got an earful of shouting. That's one way to wake up. Mr. Crow, how you doing? It's been a minute since I've seen you over here on the chat of the Vibe, man. How you doing, Mr. Crow and me? Don, did you claim your mug? Says Mr. Crow. Brutal Pain says, Metal Perry is the best one. Don says, Scott, you can do it. You can do it.
I've lost my hat now.
Uh-oh. He's great. He's starting to lose. He's going to lose his pen, losing his hat, losing personal effects. You can do it. Thank you, Don, for the $2 dollars. Dippy. Dicky Diamane.
Very simple.
Don
push
Doop.
One part.
Don Doop. Dicky Diamane.
It's like a cake kind of thing.
You fucking murdering motherfucker! I'm never eating fucking food from that door again! You cocksucker!
Terry Nee says the blood in your face is gone. Thank you, Don, for that $2 super chat. Perry looked like a button man, says Don. Puff Pass, says Mr. Crow from Tiffany, Washington. Beetlejuice Chinese call was better than the crackhead Bob's. Ooh, we got some controversy going on there. I'm going to have to start including some of these fun classic prank calls in here as part of the vibe. I'll throw it in the mix. Tiff's getting the love. You said you will, you won't. You are?
I'm going to.
He's going to, folks. Is this the last glass, Scott?
No, I poured what's left probably. Hang on a minute.
All right, you can show us, I guess. I'm just wondering where we're at. All right, there we. Oh, whoa! I want it. There you go. So when this glass is done, folks, Scott will have fulfilled his promise, being a man of his word, to drink a 1 gallon during this stream, thanks to your super chats. Don't let that glass intimidate you, Scott. Kick its ass.
It's on your mind, man.
Tits McGee gives us the update on the Mister. My Mister was able to drive partway home, but now another stretch of the highway is closed. Worried that the lot lizards will show up on snowmobile. Hey, lot lizards, you stay away from him. You keep your eyes on the road and your hands off those lot lizards, Mr. Tits McGee. Let's continue on. I see what you did there, did there, BF. Thank you very much. At least Bob will play my Perry clip. God damn it. Look, I didn't know I was going to have a chocolate milk challenge in here. Yay, Scott. Well, now, since you called that, let me get a psych. I'm going to get Boomer on you again. Let me see. Did I put that in here? I do have that as part of my psych labs, buddy. I'm starting to have a problem where I got more fun than I can contain in 3 hours. Where
I'm going into the zone.
He's going into the zone, and I'm saying it's not the auto zone is what I'm thinking. That you're not. Let me find it. Let me find the Bob Levy one, because that is one of the ones I was going to make. Here it is right here. All right. Well, let's see. We are doing. I see what you did there. Come on, Scott. Attaboy from Don. I'm going to double dab right now, Scott. Come on. Ooh. Terry Nee is saying, did Scott pour out some milk during the break? He would not do that. He is a man of his word. You know Terry Nee. You know him by now at these challenges. The milk zones, says our friend Brutal Pain. Mr.
I
McGee
can't remember, but I think I didn't crack the seal on the second one until I come back. I don't remember.
All right, let's go. Good job, Scott. Sykes giving you an encouragement, and Don is encouraging you. Well, I'll continue. Let's continue having fun while I'm hanging out at 102. And let's look at this cool-ass commercial. There's a new commercial with, this is Foreman Grill promo with, you'll see who it is. Watch this, from Psych Labs.
Perry, why do you let these demented demons disrespect my lean, mean grilling machine? Why don't you stand up for me? I'm hurt.
I do stand up for you, George Foreman. I love your lean, mean grilling machine. It's the best. You close it, and you're making Italian sausages or even breakfast sausages. You don't need to cook. You don't need to turn the sausage or nothing. That's one. Two, you even put a steak on there. No matter how big or how thin or how thick the steak is, it cooks on both sides, and it cooks in more of maybe 5 minutes, or rather than 20 minutes on a regular flat grill or a barbecue. It's the best. George Foreman's double-sided cooking, lame, mean grilling machine. You'll lose a lot of the grease that you don't need in your steaks and your sausages and your bacon right there on that grill.
There you go. Bob Levy had to clean it up because Perry, he can't cut a decent commercial, so Bob Levy cut that commercial. Scooney checks in and says, Perry the steak ruiner.
Shut the fuck up.
He's kind of. You all right?
I can't do it. I spit my milk back in my glass. I can't do it. That's all I can do.
He's spitting back in the glass, folks. Let me see. It might get a little gross here.
I can't do
gross
it anymore.
warning.
I can't do it anymore.
Well, it's up to you, Scott.
I'm tapping out. I can't do it.
Wait a minute. He might be tapping out, folks. Come on, Scott. Puke says Sight Clyde. Scott is cheering. He's scaring for you. Don is.
I can't do it.
Breathe in your nose, 1, 2, 3, and out your mouth. I think he has milk in his nose currently. He absolutely is, Reenie. Milky milk. It's so close, says Brutal Pain.
I already spit my glass. I can't drink it now.
Milk is doing milky. You can't tap out with that little bit left, says like Clyde.
I can't drink the spit in it.
Oh my God. He is weird. Oh, the Popke says Scott is a quitter. I couldn't imagine puking or dry heaving right now, says FJM. Ooh, with your rib situation. Well, let's continue with Perry talk and let's monitor Scott.
I can't do it.
Now, Perry, he had his own drinking challenge last night, Scott. He was running low on energy and he was told to drink a C4. So let's see what Perry thought about drinking his challenge last night.
I am not opening up this fucking can of shit.
Maybe you should have done that.
You understand me? fuck you. I'm turning it off. You pain in my ass. Yeah, fuck you. Shut up and listen. I'm not drinking it, goddammit.
That's Scott. He should have said that.
Shut up. We are done with this goddamn business. You fucked me. You've already fucked me. You fucked me enough. I am done with your fucking bullshit. You fucking moron. Oh, shit.
And then he drinks it anyway. Testicle Tiger, did you see some new people in there last night? And Testicle Tiger will let you know.
Garbage drink. I am.
We got new people. People were much like Brian asking about if this was a gimmick or not, or what if this was a work, and kind of getting some clarification from some of us in the chat hanging out last night. And that we said much the same, that he would be one of the best actors in the world if he was that good. Ooh, let's see this one. Once again, just like our community right here on the Vibe.
I'm going to puke.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. He's going to puke, folks. I think this is the payoff. I can't.
He's gonna puke.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna puke.
He's doing it, folks. He's. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Holy shit. He's hanging in there, folks. He wishes he could puke. Don says, I love challenges. Scooney says, unprofessional. Yeah, Scooney, what about that steak, man? That steak ruiner. And I love how he says that you don't put butter on steaks. Oh, my goodness. There it is, folks. You just got the payoff. I don't. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. There we go. Maybe I should take this off the screen. I don't know. Let me see. Here we go. Let's see what everybody's saying, because you get puke like you can act like a man, says the chunkster. Oh, my God. Finish it. LOL. I think chocolate milk was the problem. Try regular milk. Scott did it. He made it as fuck. Oh, my God. Finish it. Don is laughing. Haha, this will ruin milk for Scott from here on out. He already called that before he even threw up. Oh, God, says Gino. Scott Rule, says Don. He loves challenges. Wow, I don't know what makes a man wake up and think they're going to do this, but I'm grateful that he decided to do it on my show today. If you're going to do it, take it off. I'm thinking the same thing, Cyclone. Oh, come on, man. You're going to make me puke. Yeah, it's a violent puke with the milk challenge, says Brutal Pain, who sounds like he knows something about it. And Spurksnake checks in. I told Scott, I think we're kind of making instant history now here. We're going to be clipping firm handshakes to Scotty. And FJM's laughing. Reenie has got the double horns up, and we are killing it here on the Vibe. All right. Now pop that top, Scotty boy, says Don. Milk drunk is a thing, Kathy, because, yeah, you would drink. I would get like woozy just drinking that one big cup that I would drink. Pop that top. Call 911, Scott, says Mandy Diff. Me and my buddy used to play people to try it back in the day before the YouTubes, says Brutal Pain. Okay, now finish it up, says FJM. Scott has been a trooper today, man. I'm just grateful any day that Scott shows up and wants to hang out with you guys and with all of us, myself and all of us here on the Vibe. And he don't really have to go through these extreme, but I can't say that I'm not enjoying this, because you're creating a moment here, Scott, for real.
I'm good.
Oh my God, you are. This is much what you said, like about Richard Christie and all. You like creating these kind of big viral kind of moments, buddies.
I get it in camera? Did I get it on the camera?
Yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did.
Up,
yes, you did. I'm gonna have to go back do some clipping and everything, but we got it.
So fucking bad.
Oh my God.
I'm never doing that again. Never.
So Chunkster would like to know quantity count. How much did you manage to drink up all of it? Scott delivered, says Don. You should be proud. All but that's a gallon of milk, all but that. And the only thing that stopped him was throwing up. Wow. Don says you delivered, Scott, and he's giving you big ups. All but half a glass. Brutal Pain gives you big ups. Everybody gives you big ups. Finish it, says Mandy. Mandy's coming in hot with the finish. Can you imagine trying to finish that? So what I was getting at is there's plenty of creative people. Just throw it in the trash can, says Mandy Diff. Stormy, new sign, room for rent. FJM says, finish it.
I can't.
This is some of the talented people in the Perry Caravello community. This is Grimace in Pain, the Godfather.
I made Randy an offer he couldn't refuse, you jagoffs. I made Randy an offer he couldn't refuse, you jagoffs.
You jagoffs, that's Grimace in Pain. Talented people in all these communities, man. So I saw Testicle Tiger. Oh my God. Don says, send that to Levy once I make a clip. I saw Testicle Tiger, and I saw Garrett say that someone made a clip of the Tony tussle there, Scott, and apparently it went viral for this person that clipped it.
Neat.
Yeah, well, neat for that person. I don't know if it's neat for PCL, but you did amazing, Scott, says our friend Testicle Tiger. That's high praise.
That was testicles.
That's high praise. All right.
Oh my God.
This is
This
is the one where a Testicle Tiger, maybe you saw this too. I saw Garrett. Shout out to Garrett PCL. He's the one that does a lot of their clipping and social media for Perry Caravello Live. And he put out a tweet or a tweet earlier saying, isn't it great where somebody clips the stuff that you work hard on and ends up like going viral and getting more hits on it. So I feel his pain. Right. Brutal Pain says that Garrett did it. So Chunkster says, now pound a C4 now. So check this out. So yeah, somebody went viral just sharing the clips of these crazy antics that go on Perry Caravello, but this was Garrett's clip that he put together. So we'll run it one more time. And he said when they go viral with a shitty clip, because this is really small in frame and it was like shittily done, but there you go.
What do you mean? Mike,
I want him to hear this.
You said 5 minutes.
He's not even paying attention.
5 minutes.
Perry.
5 minutes. Get out of my house. 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 Sit down. Get out of my house. Get out of my
That was epic.
Yeah.
Out of my house!
All right, somebody. Barry, that's.
Get out of my life!
I was trying.
I am done!
Was it like $1.5 million or something, right, BP? It's like it's laughing. Fucking entertainment center. I can't believe the entertainment center stood up and made it. So yeah, I feel, Garrett, great job that Garrett does getting all those clips out, but I can feel your pain when you make up a package and then somebody else gets a little more heat and then they use like a little shitty version of it. So there's that. Scott, I'm going to slow down. Number one, I'm going to slow down and pause the calls for you. And number two, I'm going to do this in salute to you, my friend, because you showed up here in a big way. I had no idea today. So this is for you, buddy.
Hurts.
I don't get why does the shoulder hurt from the heaving or what?
Like I'm having a stroke or something.
Oh, I hope not. Can you take a hit right now? Would that calm things down? Let's have a little hit. Let's back up off of the chocolate milk and sit your cup down.
Yeah, let me get my stuff.
Tangeray and chocolate milk, you're fucked up now. And while you do that, Don, he gifted a membership. Thank you. I will have to say, he was probably motivated because he was so impressed by what you just did today. Thank you, Don. And I will let you know that Tits McGee, the governor of the state of anxiety, just caught that membership. And that's how chat family works. Let's see, did I look at everything on Perry Talk? I got so distracted by what we're doing over here. I think I did everything on Perry Caravello Live on X, but that's why you got to be a member, folks, because you got to come over with us and you got to have fun and all this crazy stuff. I could probably show you. Let me see. What is this other clip? You okay? Getting better?
Yeah.
You're on the first date, and they say that this. Oh, at the bingo. Okay. Here's one more fun clip on here from Perry last night from Weather Matters. I still want to see him do a show where he buttons up the suit, but I'm gonna show you this one more time, Scott. You've created an epic viral moment. We're gonna be talking about on many shows. Bobby Nick don't even know that this shit happened yet. But here comes. This is Perry from last night.
When you have bodily functions, your bodily functions are going to function.
Yes.
Okay?
He darted to take like a 15-minute shit last night.
I'm sorry that I had to take a dump.
He just took a defiant dump last night, as he's one to do. He was gone for the longest time, and Tom had to cue up the weather matters, kind of rain falling and everything. Well, and there we go. Silas Kane interview on the set of the Wild Western movie coming up. Let's watch this and let's get excited about the still yet to be released Wild Western movie featuring like Bob Levy, Brutal Pain, Gina Levy, and so many people from our universe. Here's a little. This is after the movie was like a rap interview.
My name is Silas Kane for this film, and I'm the bad guy, but I'm actually the good guy. I own this town. This is my town. And again, someone shot the sheriff, but they didn't shoot the deputy.
Oh, of course.
Oh!
Poppy said you should drink Sprite.
Shut.
Man.
It is the best.
My gun shot the sheriff. Boy, you know I wasn't holding it. Oh no. I dropped my gun. Pew, you know, the bullets getting all the wall. Oh, that'll be so freaking funny. Whoops. Sorry.
Awesome. There you go. So that's from the set of the movie. Get a little taste of that. Tits McGee thanks Don for the very generous gifted membership. Wow, says Mandy Diff. I'm still on Perry's side for this one. It's on PCL IG. Over 1 million hits this week, Brutal Pain says that got. Big Boss says, good job, Scott. Now never do that again for your own sake. Yeah, he was already like poo-pooing and damning milk before he was even complete like the first half gallon. He's like, I don't think I'm ever going to drink milk again.
Yeah, I'll never drink milk again. I'm done with it.
Our friend Testicle Tiger, our friend in mod, throws a X status in there and says that her favorite part is the comments during that. The Chunkster says that best clip in 3 years. I've been parrying, says the Chunkster. Holy shit, I haven't seen that. Well, I'm glad that we're doing Perry talk. So Don, everything that kind of led up to that was they told Perry that Tony Hawk would be stopping over for 5 minutes. So Perry got 5 minutes stuck in his head that night, Scott, and then of course it went way past 5 minutes as they tend to do on this show. And for whatever reason, they were just sitting there eating. They hadn't really gotten into like really picking at Perry yet, or he didn't go into the fridge or into the kitchen or anything. And all of a sudden, it turned into the WWE epic that it ended up. That was crazy.
All right. I gotta go pee.
All right, well, come on. We'll bring him back. We'll take you off camera. We're going to wrap up Perry talk, and then we'll check Scott when he comes back in. Tiff, let's go, girl. Let's smoke. Milk coma. He's definitely in that milk coma. And I didn't even tell this fool to do this, but Scott is such a great dude, man. And he's always showed up with this. Like with he said he put together Bob Levy's blue cheese ass licking hot sauce with live worms, and he was like, "Hey, BF, if you want to for super chats, I'll come on and dip them live worms while they're wiggling into the hot sauce." So this is really nothing new for me and Scott. Scott, I'm used to him kind of showing up with these challenges. Is it the left arm? He lost, says FJM. The shoulder is probably a heart attack brewing. Yikes. I'm afraid whenever I have any pain on the left side of my body. I was thinking the same thing. You guys should track Perry's blood pressure throughout the show. Tits, that would be awesome, especially nowadays with all of these smart rings and the bracelets and the smart technology. I don't think it would be too hard to put one of those rings on him and have Tom B put the display up on the screen and watch his heart rate go up. That's an excellent freaking idea. Have live biometrics on Perry as this stuff's going off. His heart rate, blood pressure. That would be an interesting angle. He beat the hell out of him. Was that staged? No, it was not, Mandy Diff. We were watching that show that night. And, he doesn't like that guy, Tony, but if under certain conditions, he will allow him. So he said, okay, I will allow Tony Hawk to come in for 5 minutes. And he wasn't really being picked on or anything, but he was hell-bent on, you said 5 minutes, and more than 5 minutes went by. And you saw him. He wanted him to leave his place. He's like, get out of my house, basically, right? And I'll show it one more time, even though it's that shitty clip. Let me see. I'll play it one more time. But yeah, it literally this is the sequence that it kind of happened. They start off the video showing the slam, which was unbelievable. But you'll see why, because Perry literally, without being provoked, went for Tony Hawk's throat. Watch here. So that was the result. So here it is, Mandy and everybody that didn't see this in real time. They were literally just sitting here, I think they were having a drink or something. Perry had just brought him a water. Tony wasn't going to the fridge, wasn't picking at Perry. Perry just wanted him out after 5 minutes. And he watch when he stands up and threatens Tony and he don't leave, he goes for his throat first. Normally, I wouldn't say that Tony was too justified in that response, but considering how this started with a shot to the throat and he took Tony to the floor, you know, that all happened before the slam in the chair.
Bye.
No, I want him to hear
See, this was all about five. It's been 5 minutes. Get out of my house.
5 minutes. He's not even paying attention. 5 minutes.
Perry.
5 minutes. Get out of my house. Get out of
Perry stands up first.
my house.
Tony stands up.
Get out of my house.
So it wasn't even like Tony provoked him first.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Throat. He goes for the throat right there. And into the entertainment center.
Get out of my Stop it. Out of my house!
All right, so many. Barry, that's.
Get out of my life!
I was trying.
I am done! Get out of my life!
Well,
There you go. All right. So that's kind of it. So that's why. Because I do think on the surface, when you see what looks to be a younger, healthier man slamming a guy down, you might have certain thoughts about that. But when you see what kind of caused that and the whole sequence, I think it's much more fair of a response. Let's bring Scott back. He's doing all right. How you doing, buddy?
I feel a little better. I went and took a pee and farted
right,
a few
buddy.
times.
Let's
burped
see.
a few times, and I feel like I can breathe a little better.
That's great, man.
Man.
That's great. Now, see,
That
Don,
ain't no joke, man.
yes. Hopefully you saw it right there, Don. I showed that was the actual sequence. We were watching live that night. That wasn't no fancy edit from when Perry stands up first, then Tony stands up, and then because he doesn't move fast enough, Perry goes for the throat and tackles him into the entertainment center. Matt says,
At the beginning,
Yes.
when they went to that entertainment center, the way the stuff all went flying, man, that
yes,
was hilarious.
the red bat and the blue bat, which are symbolic from the Windy
Yeah.
City Heat movie, if you know that, you know, and then 30 years of dust came down on Tony.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. I hope it doesn't. Let me see what happened to Testicle Tiger. What did she say about? Nope, that movie. Oh, that movie just disappeared, man. They're talking about something else. Puke Master 69 says Terry Nee. I'm glad Matt mentioned this because in doing my Perry research, I saw this on IMDb. Testicle Tiger, whatever happened to the Bird's Eye View movie that Perry did a couple years ago? Did it ever get released? There's a listing for this movie, Scott, called Bird's Eye View, and Perry is among many in the cast, but it's not available anywhere. And like Testicle Tiger says, it never got released.
Oh, I didn't know of it.
Yeah, it just disappeared. Testicle Tiger, who's a PCL head mod, dare I say, Tony was trying to subdue his attacker straight up. People want to say that Tony beat up an old man, but Tony is older than he looks. He's in his 50-something, I think, and he's not that much younger than Perry. Wow, I can't believe I'm just seeing this. How old? About 2 weeks ago. That happened about just barely 2 weeks ago, Don. Barely 2 weeks. Right there, Tony should have just left, says Spurg Snake. Really? Hand to the throat? I don't know. That's your prerogative. Not to mention Perry punched Tony and never hit Perry. Yes, Perry grabbed his throat. You saw it. That's a bummer. I hope that doesn't happen with this movie, but they're talking about the movie. Rest in peace, Tony's glasses. Yeah, because he snapped the arm off his glasses, and Tom B told him that Perry had to pay for the glasses. I love Perry so much. What? That's how it started, Don. Perry always goes for Tony's throat. He choked him, Don. Perry is amazing, says Don. Matt, it's been in editing for a while. The producer has been sending me clips talking about, we hope that doesn't happen to this movie, what happened to that first one. Wrapping your hands around someone's neck. Fair game after he choked him, says Mandy Diff. We need more camera angles. Psych says, don't I have a whole 30-minute clip on my page? No edits if you want to see it. Don is what he says, not don't I. There you go. So there you go. We got whatever. You can watch this from different angles and come up with your own opinion. I know that people have different opinions about it. Yes, Psych, please. I'll get that link for you, Don. Throw it in the chat. Or Psych Labs link has been running through the entirety of this show today. How old is Tony? Wow. There's the link Psych threw out there. If you want to see Psych's fully unedited kind of clip, the whole timeline, the whole progression of that, you can see it on Psych Labs. There's the link he throws out there. And let's continue on. I think we got it all. We made it to the top. We even showed you the stuff that's going on with the Wild Western movie. We hope that doesn't get lost in the can. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's have more fun. That was Perry
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
That's right, Perry Talk. Boy, I like doing that, Scott, because some people like they end watching the stream earlier, or they don't see the beginning, or what have you. So I like coming here and having fun talking about all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I like it when somebody like Don, like, whoa, what the hell's going on for the first time? So glad you got you all caught up. And if you want to stay up on that and more, you got to member up over there on PCL. They have 2 levels as well. $4.99 a month will get you Shop Vac level. Will get you a lot of stuff. But if you want to be Credenza level for $9.99, that gets you all access to everything, including the calls, the after hours calls that Perry will make after shows to Tom B. You get all that if you're a member over there on Perry Caravel Live. All right. Well,
have you ever seen the clip where Perry jumps into a swimming pool and boxes Tom in the ear?
Yeah, I think I did. I've seen that. Yeah, because he talks about when he took his hearing away or something.
Yeah,
he lost his hearing and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's crazy. All right, let's look at a clip or two. There's something I want to discuss, especially with my ladies. It's 2:32. To say that this has been a different show today will be a fair understatement for this day today. Psych says that I'm glad you're feeling, but you did your thing. You threw up and you're on the other side of it. Thank you, Scott. Psych Clyde says the PCL Patreon is the best in the game, so you got to get it up over there. There's a link going out for my link tree from the Nightbot. Testicle Tiger says that Tom has permanent ear damage with the laugh, and he reminds him of that every now and then when he gets a little violent with him.
Yeah.
Tom B has that's what he said. Haha, Jinx. They said the same thing. Ladies, I need to ask something, Scott. Now, you know we are fans. There's no secret that we are fans of some lovely females on this show. Me, you, and I. We're highly heterosexual, right? We loves the ladies, right?
Definitely.
And you love them so much that you even have you judge them on an armpit scale, right?
Yeah.
We've done that on the 100th episode of this show. Scott can tell a lot about ladies and how they might be sexually and how other parts of their body might be he can just tell that from the armpits. And Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick, he did that on episode 100 of this show. And then, so then there's various levels of grooming, Scott. I know some women maybe do a little landing strip down yonder. We're talking about down there, right?
Yeah,
and some, I understand that, I think I know from watching porn that Bush is making a comeback. Seems to be that full Bush, sometimes a little too full Bush, that 70s Bush is making a comeback. But not all women like that. Some guys like the landing strip, or ladies like the landing strip. Some like the scorched earth, and they do the wax thing. Well, Scott, I got a clip about a method of cleaning up your hoo-ha that I have never heard, my friend. I want to watch this clip. I want to know what you think. And I really want to know what the ladies think about this method that she's going to talk about, keeping hair off your hoo-ha. And it's not waxing, Scott. Check this out.
Fire.
The people who say sugaring, that
sugaring. Ladies, before I go too much further, has anyone heard of sugaring your vagina? I mean, I know vagina can be sweet, but I've never heard of actually sugaring. And I've never actually poured some sugar on it, Scott.
I ain't either, but maybe that's what the Def Leppard song's about.
Pour some sugar on it. I see Popke has already submitted another song, and I'm ready for you today, Popke, because I got my Google Chromes all working over here on my sound computer, Popke, and I go in the mail. This is what they're getting me. Huh?
Well, that sugaring does that mean it kind of give it a caramel coating or something?
Let's continue on and see what sugaring. Look. Mandy Diff is like, what the fuck? These are ladies. And Nesticle Tiger is like, nope. Yes. Sugaring instead of waxing the vajayjay.
That sugaring hurts less than waxing the Brazilian. Wrong. In my opinion, and apparently a million other girls' opinion, because I had a ton of ladies agreeing with me. Dead wrong. Yeah. Sugaring is a...
Oh, we figured out what it's for, Tiff Washington, but I want to know, what are you crazy? My sugar was...
nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare.
Sounds awful.
And now people don't know who sugaring is. I was unfamiliar as well.
Yeah.
And I learned about it recently. I'm usually just like a shaver, like a razor will suffice for me. But, you know, when I know I'm going to be
It's electric.
in a bikini for a while and
Yeah.
need the whole thing, I like to get a wax.
Yeah.
And the waxing is fast because, you know, put the wax on, boom, pull, done. The sugaring is which sounded nice. It's a blend of just like sugar, lemon, and water. And they make this like paste sort of thing.
Sugaring sounds like a Mormon sex move, like smoke, like soaking, says Skull.
And to me, I was like, well, that sounds nice. That can't possibly hurt. No way, Jose. The way they rub that paste into you and have to pull it and pull it and pull it multiple times. And it goes on for way longer than waxing. I was screaming on the table. I was like, holy shit. I do not understand the ladies out there that are saying sugaring is better than waxing. Because my coochie tends to disagree with you.
No,
Ouchie mama.
Yeah.
So here's my warning to you out there. You're thinking about making the switch?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it, baby. Scott, made it this far in life, and I've never heard until I pulled that clip yesterday about sugaring the vagina.
No, I've heard of duct taping.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, that sounds evil, bro. That
Yeah,
sounds like torture. Like just.
Well, they put like a duct tape on inside out around their hand with the sticky sides out, and then I guess just kind of.
That sounds like redneck waxing to me, bro.
Super gluing's next, I guess.
Oh, you go, honey. Where is the duct tape? You got some hair down there you got to take care of. Come on, get that duct tape in it. Come on. I've never heard of these methods. Sugaring or duct tape?
A lady.
Sugar. Put your coochie down on me. Big Boss is laughing at duct tape, like, what the fuck? And now you can know, says our friend Don checking in. And if you don't know, now you can know.
Yeah. A lady at work was nice enough to tell me about that.
Wow. That's another one. Wow, I'm learning so much today. That's why I wake up, man. Because I always say, you never know what you'll learn. Let's see. On this show, it's Cream Brielle. Sheena Easton Sugar Walls. I definitely rubbed a couple out to that one as a lad. Blum, 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 blum. My sugar walls. Oh, I was going to show off here, and there's the pop key thing.
Man, I'm so glad that milk thing is over now.
I'm so glad the milk thing is over.
He's got a puke kiss.
That's pop key.
He's got a puke kiss.
I like that.
He's got a puke.
I like that one.
That's a boomer for your ass. That's from Chris Popke. Fresh live content coming in through the email from our boy. Is this more of the same one attached? I say you gave me a version 1 and 2 of this, but they sound the same.
Very simple. You push one part. It's like a cake kind of thing.
You fucking murdering motherfucker! I'm never eating fucking poop from that door!
I'm never drinking chocolate milk!
Well, that looks good.
I'm never drinking chocolate milk on your stream again! Lemon juice is not nice on the JJ, speculates our friend Spurg Snake. I can't imagine on any open surface that would be a good thing. Ouch, says Big Boss. You got to use powdered sugar. Sounds like somebody knows something, or it's not a beignet out there. The chunks are like, just put a little powdered sugar, eat it like a donut. Testicle Tiger says, I feel like it would be like getting sand up your cooch. I can't say I know that feeling. Tiffany Washington says, nope, I'll take wax and a razor before sugaring. No, do not duct tape, says Reenie, as she laughs her ass off. And Terry Nee says, sugar, sugar, oh, honey, honey. Or I was going to sing the Adam Levine, sugar, duct tape, Big Boss. Now you can know, which really sucks. I'm going to try duct tape on my leg, says Mandy Diff. Oh my God. Picture it didn't happen, Mandy Diff. Picture it didn't happen. Red, green, Canadian wax. Let's see. Don't do it, Mandy. Why not? It's just the legs, Big Boss. Come on, we got people puking. Why can't we have somebody rip their hair off? But you definitely should videotape it and submit it to bflive420@gmail.com. Failure is okay, Scott. Well, he didn't fail, Terry Nee. He stepped up in a big way, and I know you guys respect him for it. Mandy's laughing at Big Boss. Sounds like he's saying "gah." It sounds like da. Some people think it's just ah. It sounds like da to me, but everybody has a different version. But no matter what, it all sounds cool, especially when you put it to this. Hell yeah. Well, you know, all this, I didn't know this waxing talk reminded me of that, I think I had that Richard Christie getting waxed. Remember that?
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah. I mean,
yes, we talked about,
Max and stuff or something.
yes, we talked about, and I edited it. Let me find it. I got it edited because Richard Christie, who is a ginger, here it is, edited, got up on the table. Where is it at? It's in, folder's in. All right, stop.
Granny waxed his butthole.
Did he?
Yeah, that's one of my first meetings of him when Bobby Nick was wanting me to check him out. And I think it was audio only, though. You get to hear him getting his butthole waxed.
So we talked about Richard Christie doing the Pokemon thing, and we already did a thing about sugaring and waxing, which kind of brings me full circle to this whole thought. So let me share this file with you real quick. This is, it's in my live folder. This is Richard Christie. This is Richard Christie, who was in the call earlier. This is when he got waxed on the Howard Stern show, and he's a ginger, folks.
Gotta keep going. I gotta get it over with.
Wait a second. Wait. Let me ask you, Nora. You're about to do his balls. Is that going to be horrible pain?
It's going to be brutal pain.
We'll see. She don't have balls.
What's up, John? Something out the bees.
Richard, listen to me. You want to stop?
No, let's get it over with. Oh, man.
Imagine if they use sugar on this.
The last one was the side of his balls. This is the bottom of his balls.
This is the kind of stuff we would get on the daily on the Howard Stern show. We would just wake up one morning and Richard Christie would be yelling. He could probably make some songs off of this one. Look at Robin. She had to go in there, Scott. Why would you want to get any closer to that?
Yeah.
I'd be afraid to catch a bodily fluid or something. I wouldn't want to be that close.
Thank you.
Robin was rarely this curious to go into the studio. Most of the time, she avoided the crazy people in the studio.
She wanted to get the brown-eyed eagle's view.
The Chunkster reminds us that Perry did get waxed by Tony.
Listen to me. Why don't you stop?
So did Widow Killer.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Like, no, not that much. Like,
Go to the back.
What'd you say, Will?
now wait a minute. Are you almost done?
Hold on. Here's the deal. She got to do his right ball, the bottom of his right ball.
Yeah, he did. Shit-stained underwear. Or, yeah, his brown hole.
Well,
What's up, Matt?
Look odd, though.
Who cares? Who's looking at you?
Yeah, who's seeing you? Oh, no.
Let me get that spa music.
Yeah, Richard really needs the music.
Holy moly. There you go, folks. What's up? We got friends checking in late, Scott. They missed the whole chocolate milk challenge. You guys don't know what you missed today. I'm definitely going to have to go back and clip this show. Not the Bees 2098 says, good morning, Testicle Tiger. I stayed up too late playing modded MC. What's up, man? How you doing? I saw you saying you stayed up late. A little blood never hurt anyone, says Cyclone. LOL, he looks like a giant baby. He did. I think they kind of said that at some point. They did look like just a big, oversized baby there, Scott. Well, dang. We are having a show today, boy. Who knew? Well, keep in mind that Richard showered less than a Palestinian. That's right. For people that don't know, for a while he lived in a personal storage space and he had no bathroom access, right, Scott?
Yep. Yeah, I remember when he did have a place that took a black light into his bathroom.
Ooh.
It glowed everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yes, and they would have to tell him on the show, Richard, we can smell you like you stink. When's the last I took a bath 2 weeks ago? It's okay.
Yep.
Richard Christie, greater than Stuttering John. I agree and concur with that one. Big Boss getting the shout out and 100% laugh from Matt. Hey, Bees, I can't play MC at night or I won't sleep. His shit all swelled up. It did, because he's a fair-skinned ginger, Catherine. Yeah, it did. Dead Fool checks in later in the day.
Oh, Deadpool, you gotta go back and see the earlier part of the show, man.
Juicy Deadpool says, Jesus, juicy man meat are sure on a decline. Deadpool, if you are just joining us, my great podcast friend Scott showed up today and said, BF, I got 2.5 gallons of chocolate milk. I'll drink them on air if you want me to. We'll do it for Super Chat or something. And I'm like, okay, Scott, let's do it. And he did it, Deadpool. And he puked on air.
Yeah, all but this much.
And he did it with one classy wine glass at a time, Deadpool. We got an epic one today, bro. I'm going to be going back and clipping this. Definitely got to put some clips about that. And he threw up on air. So thanks for joining us, Deadpool. That's a fact, Deadpool. Hey, Deadpool from Tiffany, Washington. Deadpool is getting the last from Mandy Diff. Hey, a Deadpool from Brutal Pain. You lost your book. You lost your lover and gained a friend. I lost a friend and gained. I didn't get the apology video from Gary. That was funny. That was epic too. I feel like that. I lost a friend, and I'll say he used to jog to work and be soaked in sweat. Yeah, and he never took showers on top of it. Richard Christie did.
He's always putting his thumb in between his sack and his thigh and telling you how it smelled down there.
The taint smell and all that stuff, rubbing it under Sal's nose. He would like touch his shit, and then he would just go sound, just hit him like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you had it on, Deadpool said, while he was working. Close, but no cigar. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Just kidding. And Bowie math. That's right. I'll be like, I gained a lover and a friend, and you gained a lover, and I lost a friend, and we gained a friend. I lost the lover. I don't know. That's almost as epic as, oh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. Well, we are having fun here on The Vibe. It's 2:47. There's so much of the regular show I didn't do, Scott. Today is Thursday. Man. No, don't be sorry at all. I told you, man. I love when shows kind of go in a direction all their own, man, and that's certainly what we did today. I can always save this stuff, whatever I have written down, for other days. I mean, we can always get into all the regular stuff that we do. This has been great. He used to shit on his neighbor's lawn, says Articulate John. Yep. Richard left the cross-country tour with Death to lick Sal's balls, stuttering, who? That's right. And that was the most surprising thing about him, is that how truly good of a drummer he is.
Yeah, he played for a couple of awesome bands. I can't remember the other band he played for.
Iced Earth.
Iced Earth, yeah. Well, I checked out Iced Earth, and they're awesome.
And Charred Walls of the Damned.
Yeah, I didn't get in that one quite as much, but
yeah, that was a later band. Charred Walls of the Damned. There it is. So Chunks has got it. We're pulling the same thing at the same time. We're sharing a brain cell over here. That's right. Iced Earth, Charles Walter Dam. Nothing is worse than him shitting in a container with his bandmates and cooking it in an oven during a concert.
I've been being on a rock tour with him. Have been, and when you're young, of course, but a rock tour with him had been awesome.
Yeah, he sounded like he did it the right way. Not the B says, BF, I won't be late and gay for replayables tonight to Cal. Tonight, well, what time? 10 o'clock East, right on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's where we do replayables. Well, it's going to be hard to top today's fun with tonight, but we're going to do our best, because that's my other show tonight, 10 o'clock East. He knows what we do. We drink, smoke, laugh, joke, we play funny videos, and now after a half hour, we move it over to Rumble, where we can play some more fun videos without worrying, and I can mix in some music right off the cuff, like off the top of the dome, man. We have a lot of fun doing it. He cut a hole in his van to shit through it. That's right, because they would go on those long rides, and he couldn't go as long as the other guys could without shitting. So he shit on the ground while they were touring. Oh, you would benefit so much, Debbie. Oh, Debbie.
There was a short series he had, over 2 or 3 or 4 episodes, where he took some whackpackers back to the farm with him.
I remember that. I watched that on Howard TV.
I can't remember who all it was. Was what the clown?
Did he take Gary? Gary the Conqueror?
I think Gary maybe, and the clown. I can't remember his name.
I'll look it up. Yucko
the clown. Yeah. There's a few of them they took. That's pretty. I thought it was hilarious.
My youngest, says my sister Kathy, my youngest son took his sis to nail wax place to wax his chest. LOL. He left with half a chest done and hauled ass. I laughed so hard. Would have loved to have been a fly on a wall. Shuley went for Thanksgiving. We're all over the place with the topics now. I know.
Yeah.
Where did he go for Thanksgiving? To the concert, or where did he go? We're all over the place with all the topics.
Probably
I know
the
that
farm.
Shuli went to the farm back home for Thanksgiving, Popke says. Thank you, Popke. We need the help with the extra brain cells, buddy. Yeah, I know that a couple of them. I thought, but I'm kind of having the same recollection that you were. I thought that I'm picturing like more than one person back there with them. Testicle Tiger always lets us know that 10 minutes before the 3 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, she has to check out. Chat family, it's my time. It's probably another long day. We'll miss replayables tonight, but I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Well, we're so glad that we get at least a little bit of Testicle Tiger here during the day. TT, I hope you get your buzz level just right before you go into work, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, Testicle Tiger. Thanks for your energy. I didn't want to miss a Coheed and Cambria, so I pissed my pants. He is one of the first adult men, Scott, that I ever heard of using that method at a concert.
Yeah, I think he used to wear a diaper, didn't he? To
Yep.
the concert.
Yep. Now
I never did that.
Now we grew up with the notion that we knew rock bands would do a piss break song. They would it would be the new song off of their album or something from way back, and you go, okay, piss break, and we would just go, but not Richard Crit. No, I like every song equally. I didn't want to miss one song, so hey Howard, I bought it Depends, and I just pissed myself. He stood there and pissed himself. I've never been that loyal to a band that I've stood there and pissed in a diaper, Scott.
I've never had to look at the concerts I've been to. That you wouldn't have a choice. You couldn't go pee. There was no pee break. It was I don't know what's called general admission or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've been in those clubs too, bro. Yeah.
First come, first serve. So everybody's just,
Wait, I
squished
can't.
in there.
I've been in clubs where I couldn't lift my arm next to my body.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you got to pee, you're going to have to get pulled out by a security guard, and you ain't getting back to that seat. Or not even a seat, that best standing spot. You lost it.
Yeah, I always remember that I had to decide if I wanted to clap for a band or just have my hands down to the side for a while. Because if I wanted to clap for a band, I literally had to put one hand up, and then I had to put the other hand up, get them both above my head, and then do this because I was in those tight rock crowds back in the day.
Hope that guy don't drop that hot lighter on you.
Later, Testicle Tiger, hey, whenever you're in Chicago, Shuli ate a turtle at Christie's for Thanksgiving. He likes turtles.
I like turtles.
All right. Have a good day, Testicle Tiger. You're getting your greetings on the way out the door from Not the Bees and Reenie and everybody else. All right. Well, here we go, folks. Man, it's like 2:53, Scott. I don't even know what I could do. What should I do? How about let me do some psych labs because I got some fun stuff that I got to share with you. I got a couple of them stacked up in my thing. So why don't we have fun with that and let's do a little psych.
Psych.
That's right, folks. From the twisted creative mind of Psych, I present a Psych Lab segment on my show. And when I'm not showing these, you can check out Psych Labs anytime you want to by clicking on the YouTube link for Psych Labs page. It's been running the entirety of this show. It's easy to find. Popkey says, I pissed on someone's back at a tool show. They didn't seem to notice or mind. Oh, shit. Damn. That is rough. That's definitely a laugh one. Wow. Psych Clyde gets the love from Don. Popkey shouts out psych and hit the like you fuck, says Don. This has been one today. I know that Scott, because it's your life, you'll be processing your life probably after the show, and I'll be processing this as a show going, what the hell just happened today? So we'll be doing that on different levels probably after the show. And I'm going to have to really come up with some good editing skills to put up a nice little short. Oh, got the hiccups all of a sudden. To put up the shorts about that. Yeah, you think so? Think that's where I'm at, Scott? I don't know.
He needs some milk.
You drank enough for the rest of us.
Dogs are looking at me different.
They're looking at you like, really? They're looking at you okay, bro? Because that is funny, man. You know, pets are attuned to like when you're not feeling good and they see you like doing this. Or, my dog comes around and goes, like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? So yeah, they can know that if you're like throwing out signals that you're not feeling good. Come on, bro. The dog's like, come on, you okay? What's up, bro?
Yep.
Scott is going to be processing lactose for the next 2 days.
Can't wait for the parts to kick in.
Syke says, Popkey, loving those songs. Keep them coming. I agree, and I concur with that one, man. I'll be loading that one up on my soundboard real soon right here.
He's got a
And he did. Big Boss says, did I miss Bricked Up? No, you didn't, Big Boss. I haven't done any of the sexy segments yet because this has been kind of a different show today. We went off the path a little bit with not only Scott with the milk challenge, but then we kind of went off with the whole Richard Christie stuff, and we're just going kind of the way the show goes today. And it is 2:56 where I'm coming to you from the East Coast of the United States. I do like going into over vibe, but I'm sure Scott is hurting, and I don't really want to push him too far past the over vibe because he's already done more than 3 hours than a lot of people would ever step up on shows. So I'm not really going to burden Scott by keeping him around like a hella longer after the show. Just maybe if we leak over a little bit. So what I'm getting at is we might not get to the sexy segments today, but I will have them for you tomorrow and after that. But right now we're going to do a little Psych Clyde. So let's do that because the show just went different today, folks. And these are Ding Dong's picks. She is another one of the talented people at Psych Clyde Labs. And so these were Ding's picks off of Twitter. This is Mickey Mouse Levy for Psych Labs.
When you're putting your mind to it, you know exactly what to do indoors. How was that for you?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50s, so I knew I had to go out fast. I had Lieke in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear halfway she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going, and this crowd is so amazing.
There you go. There's our first piece from Psych Labs. Oh, not that one. That's not from Psych Labs. That's somebody else altogether. I don't know what the hell that was, but that's our boy, like Mini Levy. Big Boss says, eat some Tums, Scott. Seriously? Question mark. Yeah, if you put calcium on calcium, I don't know if it'll do anything for you.
Oh.
I don't know if you need Pepto-Bismol, because, yeah, calcium. Tums is a lot of calcium. Who's high-pitched? This is Kelly Clarkson. She swims like a bird. She swims like a bird, bitch. Oh, not a seagull, a bird. Oh, not an eagle, a bird. There it is. I'd hit Bob as a Dutch girl. Still very hot. All right, Popke. Well, let me go. There's a little something for everybody. And this is another Dawn's pick from Psych Labs. And you got to go. You guys can watch this and some of the great stuff from like back in the day that Psych shares on here. It's all available on Psych Labs if you want to like go over it again or watch things that are maybe a little too long to play right here on my Psych Labs content segment. Here's El Levy Grande Mucho, or Fat Bob Levy.
Fat people are slow, awfully slow. They're always late for everything, especially late for work. At work, they do only half of what other people do, so their normal coworkers have to make up for them. They leave a trail of destruction wherever they go. They cost society a fortune. To sum it up, fat people should earn less.
There's Bob Levy getting his crane to work. That's El Grande Bob Levy. And that was inspired by the fact that when we go back and watch a lot of this fun old stuff from Miserable Men and stuff, Bob, when he went through his pill phase or whatever, he was a little Levy Grande back in the day, wasn't he, Scott?
Yep, a little bit chunky.
Yep. And so we're kind of playing it up a little bit. Psych Labs is. Love this one, says Popke. Perry is slow and always late for work. Is that really the case?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't. Skull seems to know something. You hit that one. Ding Dong is the best, says Psych Clyde. Perry is slow and always late for work. We got that one. Love this one. No, you are psyched. Get a room, you two. LOL. I love looking through the older videos we have made, and I'm glad you are doing this, Dawn. I'm glad you're doing this, Ding, because I've been saying it the whole time we've been doing this segment, Scott, is that we brush past how much fun we're having so quickly, and we really don't focus on how much fun these are. So he's done so much. He kicked out so much content so quickly. Now we can go back and look at it. And so those last two, those were Ding's picks of the day. And I did have Bob doing the Foreman Grill as part of Psych Labs, but I already played that one, so I'll go on to the next one. Matter of fact, we've been talking about Stern today. And I know there's at least one Mike Morse fan out there who likes these parody songs. So here's another one, courtesy of Psych Clyde, who was smart enough to preserve all of this stuff many years ago. He provides this stuff for our segment, Psych Labs. And this is Mike Morse buying meat from the Miserable Men Show. Let's go, Mike.
This is inspired from last week's revelation that Bob bought meat off a pickup truck.
So I'm like I'm the
guy
only...
showed up at your door.
Yeah, he almost broke in.
said he's got meat for sale. It's out of a cooler in the back of a pickup truck.
You know.
And you bought the meat.
I did.
And yeah,
I did. I bought meat off a fucking truck.
Zimbabwe, 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 Zimbabwe.
We're down in Deptford, there is a retard. He's buying meat tonight. That frozen junk comes out of a trunk. Yeah, he's buying meat tonight.
Zimbabwe, 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 Zimbabwe.
He's just gotten some steak that's rotten. He's buying meat tonight. His wife is yelling, the steak
I got you, Clyde.
is smelling. He's buying meat tonight.
And now he's going, Bob, let me just show you the meat. And she's like, you're not buying any fucking meat off this guy. And I'm walking, I go, let me just look at it. This guy was up my ass.
She said, be cautious, but now Bob's nauseous. He's buying meat tonight. He got some sirloin that tastes like Asroy. He's buying meat tonight.
I'm sorry, you were right, I was wrong.
beautiful.
Zimbabwe, he's buying meat tonight. That's a Mike Moore's Twisted Tune. Those guys would do that on the daily, on the weekly, on the Miserable Men show back in the day. And I'm so glad that Psych saved all this so we can have fun with it today. Terry Nee says, I had a meat guy charging into my garage, told him he could have gotten shot. Yeah, Scott, are you familiar with the mobile meat man? Do you have any mobile meat experiences?
Yeah,
I have one. I have two,
I
maybe.
bought some meat. Actually, it's the best meat I ever bought, really, off of just a plain looking truck, man. I don't know who they were or nothing.
Well, I related to this experience because I have one experience with the truck, and I have another experience that was quite different. My first experience with any people selling meat to me out in public, Scott, was I told you I DJ'd for like 10 years.
Right.
One night, very late, I tried not to get gas at that hour in the morning, but one night after a gig, I needed gas. But for this reason, I tried not to stop. It's literally like about 3 a.m. Cold winter night. It was cold winter night. I was pumping my gas. When a stranger walks up to me and flashes his coat open and says, "Hey, you want to buy some meat?" He had it he was wearing a green parka, and it was cold out, Scott, but it wasn't cold enough to defy his body heat meat. But I'm like, no, I don't want random meats we can't have random people coming up to me offering me meat, Scott. But my truck experience was that, we had the truck that would come around in the community occasionally. And I ignored it for many years, right? And I would see other neighbors doing it, the freezer truck, and they're buying it, and you see them getting the boxes of meat.
Yep.
Finally, I guess one day everything matched up perfectly. I was outside. They came. I was an offer I couldn't refuse, right? Plus, it came along. My wife likes seafood. So it came with all of these steaks, burgers, bacon wrapped scallops. Right. All kind of stuff. And that's what I was going to convince her with, that I paid probably in excess of $500 for meat. I end up bringing this meat order in the house, and then you got to explain it to your wife when she gets home, which was a lot of fun. But I managed okay. I'm still married. I did okay. But I had to, I'm like, I got bacon wrapped scallops. Come on. It's not as dumb. I bought you bacon wrapped scallops for $500+. So one time I was taken advantage of by the meat man, I guess. Meat BF, wink, wink. Hi-yo. I'm worried about
vibe.
Oh, thank you. We are, and I'm going to get you out of here as soon as I can, Scott, because you have been more than a trooper today. But since he acknowledged it, there's still 30 of you in here. It's 5 minutes after 3 on the East Coast of the United States, and that means we are officially on the Vibe and Overvibe. That's right, folks. 3 hours wasn't enough today either. I was once offered a European wieners out of a pillowcase in a bar. Do you want to tell us all the details of your sex life in the chat? Is that what you really want to do? Hi-yo, there we go. Skull says, no matter your experience with the Meat Man, it's got to be better than Perry's interaction with the Albertsons Meat Man. He scored. He got lucky with that guy.
Shut the fuck up.
You guys were hot and heavy for each other. I don't believe 1 minute that he banged girls in the freezer case, or the fridge case. I think it was a guy. All right. Let's continue on here with Psych Labs, which is kind of what we're in the middle of. Well, let's do a double shot of Mike Morse. If you like that one, what do you think about this one? This is also Mike Morse, courtesy of Psych Labs, that we're kind of wrapping up this episode of The Vibe, and it's been a doozy, folks. Here's another Mike Morse parody called The Bastard Child.
Oh, Christ.
Mark from Jersey City is dum dum dum. Mark from Jersey City is dum dum dum. Breaking up with his
Sounds like it, Big Boss.
girlfriend. She wanted to cohabitate. Mark said no, and now he'll masturbate.
Yeah.
She's telling friends in her high school that breaking up with Mark is cool. She said that breaking up with
Mark Burns like them young.
no more pussy for that bucket too. Instead of sex, that's wild. He's sitting all alone at home just listening to that bastard child. She said I do and left his place. And now she's sitting on some other face. She'll go to prom without that fool. Cause breaking up with Mark is cool. Burns is really dumb. Mark from Jersey
It's an open. It's like 11 minutes, so you're all singing along. Nice. It's enjoyable.
It's long overdue, as far as I'm concerned.
Beautiful.
Hey, you want somebody to suck that nice dick for you?
You know.
You know, the funny thing is,
I got it. I got you, Scott.
Mike will be at the Big Balloon next Thursday.
Let's go. All right, folks. That is Mike Morse for those one or two Mike Morse fans. I like to give a little bit of something for everybody. And speaking of a little something for everybody, and keeping up with the latest from Psych Labs, I want to let everybody know on the live check-in on Psych page I'm currently at on YouTube, he has 478 subscribers. For those of you who really don't know how the numbers work here on YouTube, when you get to 500, he can qualify for some like an early monetization if he wants to, folks. So he's been putting in the work, and anybody is deserving. It's certainly Psych Clyde. So if you haven't already, or maybe you have another sub account or something, maybe hook up Psych Labs on YouTube with a subscribe over there. It's absolutely free, and let's get him up to 500. He's currently at 478. Terry Nee encourages us to do that. All right, let's see. It's getting real gay about me in the chat, talking about, Terry says, I only like black guys. BF, ask my wife. Big Boss says, is this Saturday going to be Bobby's Fran 1992? They sound like it in the chat. Big Boss, he throws out the pride flag, which further worries me. Happy birthday to Terry Nee, says not the bees. Thanks, bees. You're invited to the party. I like Mike Morse, not his smugness. Well, there you go. We got the good half for you right there, Terry Nee. And speaking of it, and Psych Lab and everything, Scott, you've been trying to make friends with somebody on YouTube recently. A certain female you've been trying to make friends on. Well,
yep, she's blocking me. I don't know what to do.
Well, I got a little message from her, or maybe from somebody, maybe from him. How about Bobby Hall from Psych Labs? This is what he wanted you to see.
King.
So tell everybody about this, Scott. Tammy Hall.
Yeah, if anybody wants to check out Tammy Hall, Tammy Hull, and she lives in a pickup truck, and she's got a very expressive face. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like Jim Carrey, how you can
looks like
manipulate his face, you know. But she's also got the she's got a lot of screaming like a
like Perry.
Like Perry,
really,
and I don't know if you know the guy, and I can't remember his name, but the guy that thinks everybody's trying to steal his penis. Someone in the chat's going to say the name.
Satellite Man,
that guy. She's like the female version of that guy, where she thinks all these conspiracies, everything's out to get her, and she's living in a truck with a dog.
You know what? You reached out to her because I think everybody that's in this chat right now knows our boy Scott is a fun-loving guy. He doesn't attack anything from like a hateful or attack point of view, right? So he likes to reach out to people. Scott has been doing this ever since I've been podcasting with him. He reaches out to like these other podcasters trying to like expand the fun and expand our community and all. I'm trying to go back in the chat, Scott, where you shared a video where you kind of reached out to Tammy and she kind of took it a certain way. I mean, going back in our...
I should have felt her out just a little more before I shot this one off at her, I think.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm looking in our private chat, in our BF Live chat for when it's been a while back now.
Matter of fact, I just did
here it is.
Another Tammy Hall today.
Here it goes. I probably should have played this first, but I didn't play enough of the Bob to give it too much away yet. So yeah, Scott put this in our private chat like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he says, BF, this is like my latest friend. I'm trying to make friends with her. I go on her stream, I talk to her, and I try to reach out, and this is kind of what happened when I reached out to this Tammy Hall, who Scott has described. She basically lives in a van down by the river. She lives in a truck, folks, and she pods from there. She does her shows from there, and this is Scott trying to get in on her, trying to make friends.
Oh, shut up, Scott. You're not funny.
Because Scott hit her up right away with the, if you had a monkey on your back, would you leave it there or beat it off? So right away, oh, Scott, you're not funny.
Out of here. Sour watermelon drop.
Yeah, she blocked me.
And she blocked you.
Oh, shut up, Scott. You're not funny. Get out of here.
Isn't it?
Sour.
Go ahead.
That video there don't really do her justice, though. What's so good about her is just she just sits in there and screams, and all the video or all the facial expression. If you go to my channel today, right before our show today, I put another video out of her where she's showing a lot of her face.
There you go. Okay. Well, your link has been running throughout the entirety of this chat, too, as well. In the entirety of the show, that's PropMaster69. When you see PropMaster69 go by, that's our boy Scott, and you can go watch this at your leisure. Now that I gave you some better context, now our boy Psych Labs did his thing, and you get Bobby Hall.
And kan ik in NT King is die daarbij gezien either erf.
She's weathered.
Leading who whole chatter and harder is me go.
Whoa, what was that?
Whoa.
Well, at least we found somebody that Bob better looking then. Hey-oo.
Oh, you know, I'm not, there's not one bit of me that's been trying to be arrogant about this. I'm trying to do this the polite way. I really have. I'm away at a loss of what it's. It's all in God's hands.
It's all in God's hands.
Well, I'm on there sitting back and letting this happen. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I can't even let my mind around what all has went on. I mean, I can't. I feel like I've been in a washer.
A washer?
Agitators. But did the agitator. I really do. I feel like I've been.
Terry thinks she's on her knees, like sitting in the cab of something, or because she's so up high. That does look like that, Terry. I didn't really think about that.
But still, in mid of
it does kind of look like she's on her knees, Scott, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. Wow, good. Terry Nee always has the best observation. Sometimes way too good, buddy.
If you go to Tammy Hall, HULL, and just check out all the craziness goes on her page. I owe her a little plug there for some.
Sure you do. Sure, absolutely. I have no problem with that because I know you were having good-natured fun with her, just like Psych Labs did right there. And so that was a lot of fun. Tammy Hall, TAMMYHULL. How about we do this? We're going to end up this show right now. I know this show kind of went different today and ran different today, but that's just kind of how it goes. We just went with the flow, folks. I hope you enjoyed that segment. We're going to end the show now after this little thing runs right here, this little package. That was Psych.
Psych. Psych.
Holy moly. This has been, as cliche as it sounds, Scott, I think we can safely say this has been one for the books, as they say, because Scott showed up with an idea in his brain today. He said, BF, I got 2 half-gallon jugs of chocolate milk. I'm going to drink them during the show. And boy, we went the way that went, man. We went that way. We talked about Pokemon, Richard Christie. We had fun with news, and we talked about sugaring and all kind of fun stuff. I'm sorry that we didn't get to every maybe segment that you're kind of used to, but there's always tomorrow, folks, that we can do Juicy Man Meat and Bricked Up and all the fun stuff we do here on The Vibe. This has been a fun, fantastic show. I'm really going to, I know Scott's going to have to process on this on many levels. I'm going to be processing this after the fact and doing my best to come up with a great clip that kind of explain what the show was today, folks. This has been a doozy. It is Thursday, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to let you know. Scott, I will let you do your thing first, buddy. First of all, thank you for coming every day. Like I always thank you. Thanks for stepping up in such a big way. Let everybody know your last thoughts about how you're feeling. Tell everybody how you're feeling and then where they can find you like tonight and afterwards.
Well, as for how I'm feeling, it wasn't a great idea and I won't ever do it again.
Okay.
But it was, I think it made for some memories, some good, it's one of the
Sure,
things I got this checklist of things I want to do to make my graves. I kind of got this off Pat Oates.
Yes,
to make
that's
my
fine.
gravestone or my obituary sound cooler.
Yes.
And so that's one more check mark. And I was feeling terrible. I don't want no more milk. You'll probably never see me drink milk again. And
Mandy thinks you're doing it tonight on No Filter at 7 o'clock.
Tomorrow, or tonight. Real quick though, before
Go ahead.
as terrible as I felt after I've rebounded quite a bit. I feel
You're already doing good.
Better, man. I thought I was going to be shot for the day.
I can't believe you can even talk now because I felt bad making you say 2 words about an hour ago.
I was sweating.
Bet.
So, and then for tonight, No Filter tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern, where I'm probably going to be interested in. We'll probably do a little fart count on myself tonight.
That's a good one. Much like cigarette count. That's a great one for you. Scott Fitzpatrick fart count.
That's it.
Well, they're going to be interesting tonight. You're definitely going to have to tune in to No Filter with Andrew and Friends. That's where Scott and Bobby Nick and Andrew and Stormy, see how her voice is always in the background, and she might come on every now and then only when she needs to. But you got to check out those guys tonight, especially because it's Thursday night, 7 o'clock East. But you got to check them out, especially to see if there's going to be a fart count, what type and quality of farts are there going to be, and will Scott shit himself in the middle of doing that segment tonight. So we're coming off of a milk challenge. You're going to try a fart count challenge.
And when we end here, BF, I probably won't make it backstage. I'm probably going to go straight to the bathroom.
I don't blame you, buddy. Well, I'm going to jump off here, process this. I know my dog's got to go, and I likes to smoke after the show, my friend.
All right.
But speaking of doing stuff after the show, this has been over 3 hours of fun. We're 20 minutes into Over Vibe, and I'm not even done having fun with everybody today. We just took care of you in this part of the day. Scott's got you from like 7 o'clock to about 10 o'clock tonight with No Filter and Andrew and Friends. And probably right as that's wrapping up, you should join me and Chris Abels and our producer Shawnee on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel on YouTube right here for Replayables. You can find that link running in the chat too. And we're going to, at 7 o'clock tonight, you'll see him. Scott is saying.
6, I don't remember. I get my Eastern and I'm Central.
6 Central, 7 East. There you go. It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock East. Be no, and there'll be no more bad farts. Send in a Wendy picture to Bobby tomorrow. Wash your mic after tonight's show, Scott, said our friend Big Boss.
Right on.
But talking about tonight, I'm not even done, folks. I'm just going to take a little break between the fun. And then tonight, after Scott's done, when you go check the fart count and see if any got slipped past the goalie, you can come hang out with me again on Replayables with Chris and Shawnee and all. We're going to drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We're going to spin a wheel. And after a half hour, we're going to shift the party over to Rumble, where we can play better kind of videos that we don't have to worry about if we're going to get struck for them. And we can mix in music, and we have a whole different kind of party. That's 10 p.m. East tonight after Scott Fitzpatrick at 7 p.m. East with No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Well, folks, there you go. It's 20 after 3. I say we did it pretty damn well. We laid it down a pretty good show here today. Rini, thank you for your peace signs. So once again, Scott at 7, Me at 10 tonight. It's been a great one, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. If I don't see you tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your week. But join us here every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3, because you never know what's going to happen on The Vibe, folks. Peace and love, and we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Bye for now. See you, folks. Have a great one.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.